Wow, he's going up twice. Hey, hey, what day is today? The 13th, 9/13, Friday, right? Hello. Let's go. Grumpy people. All right, now I gotta figure out how to do this. It's going up and down. All right. Definitely should get a sketch. Hey, hi. Hi, Nolo. Hi, Vegas. Good evening. Wow, this guy's really going up and down. Amazing. Hey, DT. Thank you for coming by, you guys. Um, Anthony M still got ROUGE mods. I don't know what that means. He's fit. Yeah, he definitely is. I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm getting ready for my trip. So that's tricky. Wow. He's definitely getting some steps in there. Good for him. You, the baby wants to go. Where are you going, Tori? I'm going to Santa Fe, New Mexico, to see my brother. This is a lesson for everybody who is out of touch with your family. We've been out of touch for about 40 years. And then he called me a couple of years ago. He called me at Thanksgiving to say happy Thanksgiving. No, that's not Carlos. No, these are just some locals that are walking by and he's exercising, getting his steps in. He's very fit. Good. Every day? Wow, good for him. How many times? 10 times. Wow. Good for you.
Thank you.
You should get a sticker.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Have a nice.
Hi, King's kids. He likes that heavenly sticker. People like stickers. Andrew, the baby waving. That was cute. Yeah. You think that this is the end of Scientology? I know. I love stickers too. I'm a big stickers fiend. I would like to say it is. I somehow am very weary to say that because they tend, they there is something that it's a Sea Org motto, but it's really a Scientology motto. We come back. And you know what? They do. I'm not saying it's good, but I don't know. I mean, I would like to say it's the end of Scientology because they really should end off. I mean, it's like it's the end of people going into Scientology. But I don't think Miscavige cares anymore. He's like, okay, I'll just buy a building. Who cares? My brother passed away while we were speaking. Oh, wait, who's this? Uh, that's this kid brother for you. I know. Oh, I see what you're saying. While you weren't speaking with your brother. Yeah, I know. It was kind of neat because we hadn't talked for 40 years. And then he called me and said, Happy Thanksgiving. And then he called me and said, Merry Christmas. And I was like, why is this guy calling me? At the time, because we hadn't talked in so long. It just seemed very unusual. But then we started talking, and it was really interesting because he's a runner and a writer. This is not the DJ. This is my oldest brother. And so we hadn't talked in a long time, and he had to get a new hit. And this was years ago, but I did too. And he got one, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm really chicken. And he became my big brother. He started to put on his big brother hat. He was like, no, you've got to do it. It only gets worse. And he was right. So I did it. And we talk every day now, almost every day. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. What's new with you?
Not too much, just curious.
Huh?
Just curious about the church.
You're curious? I was in it for 30 years.
You were-
I could tell you anything you want to know.
Are you filming? I don't want to.
No, don't worry about it. I'm here all the time. I mean, I come and speak to people and tell them why they shouldn't get in.
Are you still active in?
No, I escaped out. I woke up in 2000. I lost all my friends overnight. My husband of 26 years.
Wow.
They disconnect from their families if they leave.
Also, you're saying we shouldn't join.
Yeah. Because people hear Leah Remini and Mike Rinder, and they hear the different stories of the young kids that grew up in it. But it's almost hard to believe. A lot of people tell me that. They're like, I just have a hard time believing it. But I'm here to say it's absolutely true. We all the time, before Leah and Mike, we used to protest. And we would say to people, find out about Scientology. It's worse than you think. And we would also say, if you really knew everything that went on, you wouldn't believe it. You just wouldn't. It has a great front. Like, look at this. It's like we always say this sign and IKEA could be seen from the moon, right? I mean, it's gigantic.
Hey, is it? Does it double as a hotel or? Wait, there's so many rooms. Like, do people live here?
Yeah, because what it is L. Ron Hubbard started it in 1950,
Okay.
and back then it was Dianetics.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard of
Right.
that.
Right. So because he didn't want to pay taxes, he lived out on the ocean on a ship.
Okay.
And he formed what's called the Sea Organization, which if you ever see these guys going around in military uniforms, that's the SEAL. And they have to sign a 1 billion-year contract.
Sorry, $1 billion?
1 billion. Yeah.
For what? Like a contract to join or?
Yeah, to stay in the Sea Org for 1 billion years. And people do. I did. They routed me out because I have epilepsy. And they said, you can't take your medicine. And that was a mess. And thank God my mother saved my life. But, they're kind of crazy on medicine and they're crazy on a lot of things. But the 1 billion year thing is pretty crazy. It's totally illegal.
Yeah. And so did not know any of them.
Yeah.
That's shocking. So these are like apartments. So people live.
They're not apartments, they're dorms. There's 4 in a dorm. There's 4 beds with, 2 or 3 people in the beds. Right? It's not a, they make it sound. Did you ever see that movie with Goldie Hawn where she joins the army?
No.
It's from a long time ago, but she joins the army and they're like, oh, this is great. You'll get your own apartment and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she ends up in a dorm like this. And she's like, what happened to the apartment? And they said, oh, that was just them, signing you up.
Yeah.
It's just to get you in.
Okay. Yeah. That's incredible.
Where are you from?
Oh, we're down at USC.
Oh,
So not too far as well.
you're not too far. Well, be careful. They're after exactly people like you. You're young people. I joined when I was 22.
Okay.
I quit college and hitchhiked from Chicago to LA to do Scientology.
Oh wow. Where is the entrance? Is it this side or the opposite?
This side is not an entrance. It's you have to go up L. Ron Hubbard Way, and there are different buildings for different things along L. Ron Hubbard
Which
Way.
one is the visitor entrance?
Probably all the way at the other end
Yeah.
for Sunset.
Yeah.
But go down this street because,
One other thing.
huh?
Oh, it's walking distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a block.
Okay, let's walk. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for the information.
Don't let them get into you. They're after beautiful young women and young men.
Do you think they're beautiful?
You are. You
Is there
are.
a place I could learn more about this kind of stuff, like online? Just
It's
read about
all online. xenu.net.
it? Thanks very much.
Everything that they won't tell you is on xenu.net.
Have a nice night.
You too. See? You see USC? Here you go, Miss Cabbage. All right, so sorry. Wait, I missed you guys when I was. Sweet. All right, here we go. Okay. Always a pleasure to catch your live. Thank you, Vegas. Canadian Wood. Sorry, I have to look up like that. I hate that, but I don't know how else to do it. If I put this down, maybe that'll work. Let's see. Oh yeah, it kind of does work, and then I don't have to do that, right? That's amazing. Have a great time catching up. I will. Good evening. Hello, King's Kid. Anybody who hasn't, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. And that's weird that way. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Okay. If you think that this is the end of science, unfortunately, a long time ago I thought it was the end when Lisa McPherson tried to get out of there and ended up dead in their hands. And the family sued them, and we thought, okay, this is it. This is the end of Scientology. Nope. They got out of it. They paid off the coroner, and they paid off the family. They have lost so much support. Yeah, they have, but they're buying buildings. They got money. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. See, I have a serious question. Okay. How was Katie Holmes able to leave without incident? So a bunch of us were working on that with Katie and her father, so it wasn't like it was all easy. It was like it's a long story, but we were over in Ireland. We had been helping the dad, kind of wake up and realize what she was into. And then he waited until Tom Cruise was way, way, out of the country. And I think he was up in Antarctica or something. He was way far away. Anyway, she left. And what are they going to do? It's such a big PR thing that they don't want more news on it. So, and just so you know, for anybody watching this who's in, you can leave too. You just open the door and walk out. Come on out here. I always say, if you don't like it, you can go back. It's not. They don't own you. They don't. They act like they own you, but they don't. They really don't. You own. And if you gave them your heart and soul for a while, pardon me. Oh, good. I brought my little bar. Good. I forgot my drink though. My ice drink. Anyway, isn't it funny? All these guys are on the road with Lara, FM, and pardon me. Shoot. Here comes a dog. I like dogs. I've really fallen in love with dogs since I've been here. Get to meet all these different dogs. Well, yes, it isn't in here. It's in my other purse, my new purse. All right. So anyway, I'm going to tell you about 1969, 1979 on up. That's what the topic is tonight. And this is wait, this is your calling. You have such a way with this is my eyes again with interacting with passerby and informing them. It's a, it's great. This man who was curious walked by. Yeah, they always are. I mean, all the time. Hey, hey, here he is with his cute dogs. What? What? Hello, hello. Yeah. One of them stopped. The other one was like, I'm not in. They're probably Scientologists. Private Benjamin, that's it. That's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who was that? Gina. Thank you so much for that. I've been trying to remember that forever. Oh, it's you email that to me, torychristman44@gmail.com, and it's TORY. If you could email me just private, well, you know what? I can write it down. Wait, remember, I brought my notebook for this reason. Private Ben. That movie is a really funny movie as far as Scientology. That one, Private Benjamin. And the other one is what's the one where they're all in black and they slowly turn white? What is it? Picture. Isn't it? I always think it's Pictionary, but it's not. What is it? Somebody knows it. We won, go in, but where is the entrance? We won't go in, but where's the entrance? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, people don't get how bad they are. They really don't. I mean, and Scientology's happy to come on in. You know, we'll give you a free personality. I need a new hip badly. How long did it take to recover? Enough to drive. Oh, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I think it's 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I forget. I could be 4 weeks. It's whatever your doctor says. Ask your doctor. But if you need it, get it. Because I'm telling you, my brother was right. You know, it doesn't get any better. It only gets worse. And you know, if you think about it, it's just true. We're walking on our hips and knees all the time. So if you need them, do it. You know, it's kind of like it's gotten so much better than it used to be. It really, you know, In and Out Burger. You got a new hip. You're out of pain. I mean, it takes a while to recover, but it's not the end of the world. It's not. It's much better to be out of pain. Hi, Sam. Raquel. All right. Hey, hey, hi. You need to get more cards made up to pass out. I know I'm getting them made up today. We just confirmed the look of it, and I'll pick them up very soon. And then I will have my new cards, and I have 1,000 cards. I really give them out. It was so much for 500, and it was $10 more for 1,000. So I thought, all right, get 1,000. So that way I'll have tons of cards. Yeah, have a card, have a card. That's how it used to be. It'd be like, have a card, have a card. And towards the end, I'm kind of like, oh, you have to really want a card to get a card. Cat, wow, those are good purple hearts. Thank you. Hi, Stephen. Hello, hello. And Erica. Tom is definitely less vocal. Tom. I don't know who you mean by Tom. Tom who? Who do you mean by Tom? I always enjoyed watching your lives at the Big Blue or late night. with Blue. Thank you. Thank you, Acer211. I appreciate that. I'm happy because you know, it's always good to know. D. Thompson. All right. Okay, Tori, Nicole, you're amazing. Really? All right. I moved into amazing. Cinderella, Cinderella. All right. Good evening. It is smoky there. Is it? It is? How can you tell? Does it look like it's smoky? Now wait. I'm gonna switch it and you can see. Look at how clear it is. See, look. I don't think it's smoky. I mean, this is just because of the lighting, but I don't think it's smoky. But I could be wrong. I mean, it's supposed to be because of the fires. You think John Travolta has distanced himself after Kelly's passing? John Travolta distanced himself a long time ago. Hey, how was the food?
Hello.
Hello.
Talk.
Don't ever get into Scientology. You think John Travolta has distanced? Yeah, he did a long time ago, I think. When he kissed the nanny on the lips and it was in the paper, I think a long time ago. I really did. Yeah, Tori, Lulia, Sandra, and Ashley got back last night. Oh, and caught some sinos on video right away. Oh, cool. Well, welcome back to all of you. I'm glad you're back. Come on out if you see this. Go see Tori. Exactly. That'd be good. You always make me want a payday. I'm going to get some just to have them when you're on. I get these little mini ones, because they're really tasty and they're only in Weight Watchers they're 4 points, so it's not much. But I know there when you see good stuff, it's tempting. I love Private Benjamin. Me too. He handed her uniform, and she's like, "He's coming in." That would have been me totally. Question: who is your colorist? You mean my hairstylist? My hairstylist is Joe Hernandez. Pleasantville. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have my notebook here to write it down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Pleasantville. That's right. I should put those, where I can pull them out from, my little thing when I'm home because I can never remember them. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing, but I just can't. But I'm glad you remembered it. Thank you, Gertie. And good evening. Hi, Danny. Tori, hello. So the kids are back. That's good. Us enjoying the Navy, and all I thought of was private pencil. No curtains. I'll be up to crack a dawn. Because it was always trouble. That would have been me. It would have been awful. My upper arm is now broke with a plate and 10 screws. Nanya, what happened? The pain, 6 weeks, 2 since surgery. Ouch. I I didn't know that you needed a plate and everything. I knew you were in pain. Is the pain gone? I hope the pain is gone. It will be gone soon. That's a drag, though. That happened to me with my ankle. I fell off my back porch. That's what started everything. What a mess. Oh, thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. Said I'm an inspiration. I'm getting my hip surgery Monday. All right, Robert, go, dude. Already did the right, left. Look me 3 weeks to it was 3 weeks. Took me. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while, but it's well worth it, isn't it? Isn't it just so great to be out of pain? It really is. I mean, if you need something like that, go in and do it. Hi, Tori, room raid from Nora. All right, probably only me though. Well, welcome, Stacy, and please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for coming by. Nanya, okay. If you run out of cards, people can always take a picture of both sides. Cards get thrown away often. Just a suggestion. Well, I'm gonna have 1,000, so I think I'll be okay for a while, but thank you. That's a good idea. Such an amazing person. So happy to see you live. Thank you, Deanna. Cool. Hi, Gina. Do you think Scientology's stance on illness caused Jet and Kelly to pass away? Not so much. Well, probably both of them. Yeah, I do. Because Jet for sure, because he had autism and probably epilepsy too. But I know from experience, they're just absolutely insane on that. And I watched John for years. I knew he had something. I didn't know what for a while, but he'd go on, the Tonight Show, and he'd carry Jet, and he never talked about him. And I thought, that's not like John. It just isn't. And anyway, so I talked to the nannies later, and he wasn't getting medicine, and he was eating sugar and watching TV, and it was kind of a wreck. So anyway, he died. And then Kelly, most Scientologists died because they get cancer and they don't get regular cancer treatment. Now, I don't know if that's true with her. She might have gotten regular cancer treatment, but it probably was caught too late. That's my guess. A question about Jet. I don't know about Kelly, but I'm no expert by any means. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, and it's their family, so let's leave them alone. Hello, Tori. Good evening. Misfit 76. I like that, Nick. That's good. Me too, Connie. All right, going to Clearwater later this month. Thinking about wearing a Xenu shirt. Yeah, do it. Erica, do it. Sophie, good evening. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. That's my friendly way from my brother. I ran out in the rain in flip flops, slipped down, stairs slammed, held the elbow. Ouch! Broke my. Oh, man, Nanya. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know it's tricky. You've got to be really careful. That's what happened to me. I mean, it was so stupid. It was Christmas time. It was after Christmas, January 1st, and I was taking the Christmas decorations back to the garage. And I just wasn't paying attention. Missed the stairs. There were 4 stairs down. Bam. My ankle was off the bone. It was awful. Hit the like button. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Robert. Please put a question before your question for Tori. Spot them in the chat. Thank you, Sophie. I live in Glendora. Okay, hi, Stacy. If it weren't for horrible traffic, oh yeah, on the freeways, I'd drive out and join you. All right. Did you feel the earthquake? Yeah, I did. I was sleepy, no. And my husband, my ex-husband now, but my husband when we were married, we would have those earthquakes and we would both wake up and go, probably 4.8. Let's go back to sleep. Well, that's what we would do all the time. So the same thing happened then. I felt it. Mainly my cell phone is next to my bed as an alarm, and it just went off like insane. There's an earthquake. It's a 4.7. Be careful and all this stuff. And normally I don't hear stuff like that, but I heard that. I mean, I think I felt it and heard it. Oh, good. You're a subscriber. All right. Cool. So sad. Leaving in mental or medical. I know it is, especially when you see how many die. Hello. 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 You're so cute. You're cute too. You are. Hello. Selena. Hello. Hello. My dad used to have a dog like this. It's so cute. What kind of dog is this?
Mr. Squad.
Ve-
Scott,
Hello, 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 hello. Look how cute you got, baby. The baby. Hello, hello. Can I put him on YouTube?
Huh?
Can I show YouTube? And let me just show it. Let me change it so that they can see it. Oh, just a second. All right, hang on. Oh wait, I got to do it this way. There we go. There we go. Where are you? Hey, come here. There you go. There you go. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. And you're so cute too. These are your dogs?
He's a new home. It has 1, 3, or 4 days.
Just for a day?
4 days.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Good eye.
Wow. Well, I bet he's happy.
He's scary. Scary.
He is scared?
Yeah, because what was what they mean?
Pardon me? Hello. Hello. Yeah, looks like my YouTube. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Miss
Yeah. So cute. So cute.
Mister.
Hmm?
What's Mister?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why my friend he rescued. Rescued.
Ah,
Yeah. He adopted, but
well, good for
we can
you.
keep
For
it. No, but we can keep it. The owner they
you can or
accept only
cannot.
one.
You can only keep one.
We can keep it both.
You
So
can
only one.
only one. So which one do you want to keep?
I don't know what I do with him.
Mhm. That's hard. 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 It's gonna be cool here. That's hard.
Yeah.
When do you have to decide?
Huh?
When do you have to decide?
What?
When?
When?
Ouch. Wait. Your toes on my toe.
Kevin. Oh my God, he's inside. Kevin.
It's okay. It just has sharp paws. When do you have to decide by?
When? I know my roommate. He got. I don't know.
Maybe he'll already fall in love with both of them. He can keep one and you can
No,
keep
he
one.
saw when it was my but I have no idea.
Pardon me?
I have no idea. He's the owner for both.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what he do it with him, but he know we can keep it too.
because he thinks it's too much.
The owner from the building,
Oh,
they don't accept. They accept the only one.
yeah, you have to do that. Well, whichever one, that's hard. They're both really sweet.
Yeah. Kevin.
Maybe you
Say-
could see if one of the other neighbors could keep one.
Mm, they have it one. No,
They already
they
have
have it one. Yeah, they have.
Oh, I hate that.
Hmm.
Well,
It's the first day. First day he work outside.
oh,
Yeah, he can. Before
for
he's
you.
scary, shaking. Yeah, he was shaking, scary. No work.
Are they boys or girls?
Boy.
Boys. Good, good boy. Yeah, so sweet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he liked the plane. Yeah, but
If I could keep a dog, I'd take one of them, but I can't. I rent and my landlord's the same.
yeah. Ted, the max. Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Adios. Hasta
Ano?
luego.
andale, Tito,
Hasta
también.
luego.
Ted, at home.
Come on. Come on.
Kevin,
Let's go.
vámonos.
He's like,
Ted. Oh, no. Ted, no. Okay, puppy. Yeah.
"Mm,
That's it. Oh,
come follow you.
yeah.
You brother. So this one's going, I'm not going. I know. I know. Yeah.
That's it. Vámonos. Kevin. Kevin. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. Kevin.
Go on. You're
Kevin,
okay. You're
Max.
okay. Be courageous. Be courageous.
My God.
You're okay. Nobody will get you. You'll be okay. Yeah. You're okay.
Ted, vámonos.
Go on. Vámonos. Adios.
Ted.
Go on an adventure. You guys want a dog?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Vámonos.
You can just leave him here and I'll try to get one.
Ah, okay. No. Ándale. No.
Maybe hold him. Maybe
Yeah.
pick him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
James, say bye.
All right. Bye. Adios. Adios.
Vámonos. Ted. Yeah.
You are. You got to go with your owner. Bye. All right, sorry, you guys. That was just too sweet, though. They're such sweet dogs, and the little dog was like, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving." Me too. I'm glad you guys are live. No, let's see if you run. Okay, go ahead, Tori. No, Miss Sophie. Hi, a girl. All right. Yeah, hit the like button. Okay. You live in, oh yeah, okay, so we saw that. So sad that I know it is. It's pathetic. I mean, if you knew how many people I've seen die, it's just, I mean, it truly, it was a key reason I left was how many people died or committed suicide. I read he had epilepsy. Erica. Okay, who is that? Erica. Oh, Jet. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I know he had a seizure in the bathtub, which so did I. So I know how that feels, but I didn't die. And I'm really sorry he did, but in a way, I feel like he's free from all the Scientology mess. And just it's got to be hard. That kind of life has got to be hard. So I think he's in a better place now. That's all. Hey, hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You didn't go in, did you?
We did.
They all oh God, you did.
We went in, but we didn't get sucked in. We left.
But what happened? What did they say? Tell me.
I mean, they were pretty relaxed about it.
They're always
I
relaxed.
think they're
Yeah,
just trying to get us to like.
yeah, like they had us watch like a 1 minute info video, gave us these. Honestly, I don't think we had their A-team salesman. It wasn't their best pitch. But yeah, it was just kind of
late at night.
yeah, late at night. I think they could tell like there were 5 of us kind of going in, just seeing the vibes.
Yeah.
So I don't think they really cared too much, or maybe that's their tactic. Leave us
It's
on.
one of their tactics, which is
Yeah.
just like, we don't care if you come or not.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, what is it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true. I'm still curious.
I know, but look on xenu.net. I'm telling you. Because you can type in Scientology and they've got all the wonders of Scientology.
Yeah.
Scientology is like a triangle.
Yeah.
And I started at the bottom and worked my way all the way and paid. It's all money. So you have to understand it's all money. It's
How
like
much do you like have to put in?
I put in at least $1 million. Have you ever seen movies where they sell the gold watches,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
right? And they always start with the really cheap ones, and then it's like, well, we got this one and this one, and
Yeah.
these ones are, $50,000 or whatever. That's how this is. And everything's like just the next level. And they find out what you need. And all of us have buttons, right? So they find out your buttons, whether it's using money, relationships, communication, stuff like that, job. And they go, well, we could help you with that. And we're like, really? And they're like, oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we have Tom Cruise, John Travolta. They always use those guys. That's why they got them in there. I helped
Why is
train
it
John
difficult to
Travolta.
leave then?
Huh?
Why is it difficult to leave?
Because it's a money making scheme. That's all it is. It is nothing to do with religion, spirituality, really, even. It's just a money making machine. And once you start giving into it, you're in the machine and they want your money. And as long as they know you have money, I mean, I saw them, this is a true story on L. Ron Hubbard Wade, their physical therapist flipped out. And he was out in the street with his hair kind of sticking out. And he was like, Tory, and his shirt was out and everything. And I said, what's going on? And he was like doing that thing where people have to wash their hands. What is that? Don't put out there. Anyway, have you ever heard that where they have to wash their hands a lot? It's like a mental illness. But anyway, he was out in the street with that, and they came running out and said, just leave him alone. And I said, he's your physical therapist.
Yeah.
And they said, it's nothing we can do. Leave him alone. And I just thought, that is so cold.
How did the volunteers? Because she said she was just a full-time volunteer. How do they like survive and make money and stuff?
These guys get paid $35 a week. They work day and night and weekend. They have one little window slot. If their statistics are up, meaning if they're doing really well that week, they get a few hours off on Saturday. That's it. So they say they're volunteers because that's a legal thing that's happening where different people are wanting their money back and stuff like that because they slaved away for years and then finally left. So now they're like, oh, we're just volunteering.
Yeah, that's what the lady said. That's fine.
But like, and you just leave.
Like, do they
No.
find you or?
They take your passport. You join the Sea Org, they take your passport. So you can't get away. They get people from other countries that join and they take their passport. So there's no way they could get out.
Who does even make you
Yeah.
give up your passport?
How does the government
It's
on
all-
visas are like being over?
Did you hear how you said, well, they were pretty nice to us?
Yeah.
That's how they are to everyone. It's like, what is your name?
Siva.
Siva. So, we're going to just take your passports, each of them, because we'll keep them in a safe space. You don't want them out here because, you're in LA.
Yeah.
So we'll put them in a safe and we'll keep track of it. And so everybody's like, oh, okay. Like you're kind of in that, okay, they're nice, they're good, everything works. You don't know the dark side of it. And that happens to a lot of people. And not anymore. Most people go on the internet and we're all on there.
Yeah.
All my friends on the internet said, give them cards. And I just ran out. So I just am buying new ones. But I have cards with all the websites on them and stuff like that. But remember, the main one is xenu.net. Because that guy is from Norway. He was never in, but he's a computer geek. And he found all this shit that was all over the net and put it all in one website. And it's amazing.
And why are all the window blinds shut?
Because of the live streamers. They showed up at Christmas. 2 people, one guy named Streets LA, you can Google him, and the other one was Jessica Palmadessa. And they were on Hollywood Boulevard, their testing center.
Yeah.
They were out in front of that. And they just started, Jessica's really funny, so she started making goofy videos about it. And Streets was like, just telling him, don't get into it. He's a big guy, and he was like, don't get into it. It's a cult. And so finally, other kids like you guys were going to other people, don't get into it. It's a cult, right? So they eventually just shut everything down all around LA. Every building they have, every window is shut down. So you can't see in it and they can't film it because they film all the time.
That doesn't sound like a very nice life in there. Doesn't sound very nice.
No, it's not. And it's like, why can't they leave? Well, the government won't do anything about it because they're a religion, right? They're under the guise of religion. And this country was founded on the freedom of religion.
Yeah.
So they get away with a lot of this shit.
So what goes on in this building?
It's just a dorm. That's what it is. I used to work over on the other side of this building in there, but
And like the organization, like the advanced organization. Because
I was on course there because I remember it's a triangle and I was all the way at the top by the time I woke up.
Yeah.
That's why they hate me. At Christmas, I came by here with my friend. I said, let's just go see what's happening on L. Ron Hubbard Way.
Yeah.
So we pull up and a guy is coming down the street. There's nobody. There's all kinds of nice lights, but nobody's there so I said to the guy, can I talk to you for a minute? And I said, are you a Scientologist? And he goes, oh, I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. And I said, what are you doing here? And he said, well, my friend is in there doing that personality test. And I said, okay, get him out right away. Call him up. So he came out and I said, look, don't give me your name. You didn't give me your name, right? Good. Don't give me your name or address because you will never, ever, ever get off of their mailing list, ever. I mean, I've called people who are dead and they said, this person has been dead for 20 years and stop mailing us stuff. You just can't. You can't. It's really awful. So anyway, long story short, the guy was a wrestler and he was going to give him $5,000. A brand new guy, just like you guys walked up there, but they had him do the test and then he was going to give him $5,000. I said, don't give it to him, man. I'm telling you this. They're liars and they hate me. And he comes back out and he's like, why there's a ghost? And I said, what happened? And he goes, they really hate you. I mean, how can you hate me? I mean, I was like their top person for a long, long time. And then now I'm like the darkest. So they told him, I called him the next day. I said, did they come get the $5,000? And he said, no, I'm going to Japan. I'm out of here. I said, good. And he said, I said, just out of curiosity, what did they say to you? And he said, they said you're a deep cover, undercover CIA agent. I mean,
yeah.
it's like, it's not big enough that I'm a declared suppressive person, which nobody's allowed to talk to me. They can't. They cannot. My ex-husband is still in it, and he hasn't talked to me in 24 years. I've been out for 24 years.
Good for you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So stay in school, get trained in something, make sure it's something with a future, right? Because of AI, make sure it's something where you'll have a job.
Yeah.
Because I talk to people all the time who are college graduates, master's degree, PhDs, no job. So make sure you look ahead and figure out what to major in.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And don't talk to these guys.
I won't. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So, there you go. Let me see. Oh. You're a natural disaster. I was too. That's the one thing I learned on OT7. I taught myself how to tuck and roll because I would fall all the time and break things. So I thought, we should really learn how to tuck and roll. So I did. That's what I learned on OT7. That was it. That was the only thing. All right, let's see. No, I don't. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think if they did, he'd leave for sure. Excuse me. Arlene, hi. Hi there, and sorry I hit the wrong button and almost hid you. Ooh, well, thank you for letting her know. Thank you. Keep that dog out of Springfield, Ohio. Why? Why are you saying that? That's so funny. Why? Robert, why would you keep that dog out of Springfield, Ohio? You guys are funny. Oh my God, please say hi again. I accidentally deleted it. All right. Aw, puppy cam. I know, wasn't it cute seeing them? Adorable doggies. And the one little dog's like, no, 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 I'm not going with you. I wish I could have taken them. I really do. Puppies make the world go round. True, very true. I think you need a kitten or a cat of some kind. You're so lovely with animals. I've always had kittens, but here and cats, but here's the deal. I can't have a dog at my house. And I've always had cats, but now Elvis was my last cat that I inherited from my neighbors. That's the name. She named him Elvis. But she had to leave, so she gave us Elvis. And he ended up going in this briar bush and having briars all over him. And he did it twice, and we had to put him down. It was really awful. And the vet said, I've always had indoor outdoor cats, and they've always lived to be like 25. They're very healthy. And I think it's because they can go in and out. But he said, no, that's over because the coyotes come from the mountains or the hills and they come down into Burbank and they eat the cats. And so he said, you really can't. You have to have them inside. And I just can't do that. I'm too much of an outdoor person myself. I know. Don't worry, Sophie. We understand. Yeah, adorable little cute dog. I know. Hi, Witness. Good to see you too. You know, my hearing is still recovering. Can you believe it? Witness was with me, so she knows how loud that was. But it's really weird, Witness. I can hear people talking to me, but when I talk, it sounds like it's going back into my head. It's really weird. Very strange. That was my first and last club visit in a long time. Hey, Witness. Good to see you. Don't feel bad, Sophie. Really, we understand. Hey, how are you? Oh, good. Oh, there's the guy with the dogs. He came back and then he left. Yeah. Okay. Walk down. Don't look. Don't listen. Okay, Tori. Thank you for the advice. Oh, I missed most of the smoke. I'm at the cabin now in clean air. Oh, good. I'll be in nearly early next week. Okay, and I'll be gone because I'm out of here for a while. All right, I think that worked. Do you want me to take a picture of you two?
No, it's okay.
It's a really good picture. And I hate Scientology, but I was in it for 30 years.
Oh,
I
really?
speak from experience.
Oh, wow.
I escaped out.
Yeah, we've been watching a couple documentaries about
All
it.
true.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to see it in person, though.
I know. You should take the picture though. It's really a great picture.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We have reservations, but thank you.
All right. You have a good night. Sorry, guys. My new lipstick. So, all right. Finally got it open. It's only taken me like an hour to get it open. All right. Let's see. Well, I'm happy that you got the advice and didn't come when it was so smoky. I remember, let's see, DOA loves rainbows. I remember the first night you pulled up and spoke to Jessica while she was protesting. Yeah. I looked up at you and saw you had millions of views on the original video. So glad you have made a comeback. Yeah, it was kind of right around the COVID time. A lot of the activists that were making videos learned how to do all those things where they can put Emmett, California, David Miscavige, stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. So I just thought, all right, I'm done. That's it. I don't know how to do those things, and that's just it. And then from Jessica Palmadusky. And thankfully, my friend Andrew Crane, who called me up and said, Tori, I've got something for you. He said, I want you to type in Jessica Palmadessa on TikTok. And I said, Andrew, I don't do TikTok. No. And he said, Tori, listen to me. And he's always right. So, I mean, he's helped me in a ton of stuff. So I thought, all right, I'll do it. And so as soon as I saw her, I went, oh my God, Scientology is screwed. This girl is nailing it. And Streets. I remember the night. Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. One of my best friends in the US was at the pound adopting a dog, and there was one called Sophie. Oh, what a pretty dog. Hi, hello, you're beautiful. The dog there was called Sophie, so she was like, yes, that's the one. So now she calls out my name. Oh, that's sweet. Puppies and animals. Hey, President Open Chat. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. It's just, they come by, and that one guy was so sweet. He's an older man. We had those two dogs. You could tell he kind of didn't quite know what to do with them. I guess he's got to give one of them away. Anya, see, salesman. I know. Wasn't that funny hearing him say that? Did you guys hear that? Some people who went in. Yeah, they went in. I told them not to, but they did. I wonder how many people go in as a prank. Not too many that I know of. There could be more. Hi, Tori, from a cold and frosty England. Ooh, Howard. Wow, that's the opposite of here. Winter is coming, and that's for sure. And the trees are shedding their leaves. And I imagine where you live is nice and warm. Well, it was 107 for the last week, but now it's chilly. I have my jacket on. Hey, hey. Hello. Hello. She won't let him stop. Why is it difficult to leave? They know your deepest secrets. No, it isn't really that. It's just they do the peer pressure thing where you're surrounded by people who they know your butt, and they just keep pounding you, going, look, you came into this for this. You're almost there. You're just inches away from it. Why would you want to leave? I'm back from eating my cat. Ah, good witness. I remember a Bible basher once, and I said, but if you're God, once you God, from his light will come to me, and you don't need to stand out there. That's good. Higher relevance, Panda. Just finished a very late midnight dinner. Ooh, wanted to hop on and say hi. Thank you. Thank you for coming to say hi. Sounds like a delicious midnight dinner. What'd you have? Detective Tory on the job. That's right. What would you actually do? They have. They have come to me. And I'm not going to tell you. but I'd help them. Good. And these guys are great. I mean, it's wonderful to see all these different people speaking out. I know it wasn't two. There were one, two, there were four of them. If you want a double date, Mr. Pro Ed. Huh, thank you. I mean, it means a lot to me. It's not really that big a deal, but it kind of is, because it helps. People always say it really helps them to talk to someone who did it. And, I'm speaking from experiences. I'm not just saying don't do it. I did it. Yeah, exactly. Helping one person at a time. Oh, that's right. That was my thing for tonight was 69, 79, 89, 99. Okay, I got to tell you guys that now. Okay, so here we go. Tell me when you're ready. I got cows here in my farm. Ooh, sweet. I'm pressed like, oh, all right. I pressed like, wow. Oh, thank you. Emily Armstrong, no. And is she still associated with Scientology? I don't know. Stacy Toms, hi neighbor. I'm in Claremont, close to Mount Baldy. Wow. Wow, you guys have been chatting a lot. Holy tornadoes. I'll never get through this to tell you my thing. All right. Tory Chris said he was coming in about an hour. All right. Chris is at an cave. What a loaf. The blue building looks so empty and cold. All right. So now I'm going to tell you about 69, 79, 89, 99, and 2009. All right. So here we go. 69, I got in Scientology. I quit college, as you guys know, hitchhiked across the country. I read Dianetics, 3 chapters. And I thought, hey, I can help people with this. And it's much faster than becoming a doctor. So, quit college, hitchhiked across the country. And I've told you guys the rest. So, join Scientology. There you go. Wanted to be an auditor. I started getting trained as an auditor. And there's that. So now 79, 10 years later. He's just driving along singing. Ellen cracks me up. Okay, so 79. In 1974, I met my husband. I think I told you guys that story. If I didn't, let me know. Never get tired of getting told your stories, even if it's done. It's embarrassing. It is. I feel like, oh, I shouldn't tell you. But anyway, okay, so I'll keep it short. So 79, 74, I meet my husband and I marry him. 70, and we were living at the Manor Hotel, which is now Celebrity Center. I get pregnant. We both go on staff at NSO, non-COR, at Celebrity Center originally. And then they got rid of NSO. So then we went to AOLA, which was the annex behind Celebrity Center now, was AOLA at the time. And we were there and I was auditing and he was the solo course supervisor. So we did that and I get pregnant, I get more pregnant and more pregnant and more pregnant. And now I'm like, that's it. I got to get out of here. It's Christmas time. And this is a funny story, though, at AOLA, for anybody who hasn't heard it. If you did hear it, it doesn't matter. But it's Christmas time, and they're never paying me. Every week, they say, Tori, is Azia? No, we don't really have you on the list. And I'd worked all week there, auditing all week. And, 40 hours. And nope, we don't have you. And I'd have to fight and fight and fight, and they'd finally come up with a paycheck. So now Robin Hubbard was the GFP there at the time. Which some people that'll hear this might know him. Most of you won't. But anyway, he wasn't related to LRH. He was just a different Hubbard, but his name was Robin Hubbard. And so I go down to get my paycheck. Now I'm like, I'm really, really pregnant, like almost ready to, it's like about a month from giving birth. And he says, well, Tori, I need like 48 hours of auditing for you this week. And I go, Robin, I'm pregnant. And he goes, I don't care. You got to get it in one way or the other, get it in. And I go, well, I'll tell you what, if I get it in, you got to promise me that I get paid. Because every week I have to fight for this stupid check. And you have to promise me I will get paid and you'll make sure of it. He goes, okay, I promise. I go, okay. So I do the whole week, 46 hours or 48, I forget. It was a ton of audit. And now I go to get my paycheck at Thursday after 2. Or Dad, you don't really see anybody on the list? No, I don't see anybody. That's it. I tell you guys this, and it's true. I have a limit. I can take a lot of stuff. But when I hit that limit, you don't know what I'm going to do. You just don't know. And neither do I. I never do. It isn't like I think it through. It just happened. And I hit that limit. And I thought, now, wait a minute. It's his libs, meaning he gets the whole day. I think he got the whole day off. And he gets a whole day off. And he's got a motorcycle with a motorcycle helmet. And the helmet is in the HTC where we have to go to turn in our folders. So I turn in my folder, I see his helmet, and I think, that's it. I'm taking his helmet. You can't go on lids. I take his helmet and I hide it. Hello. How are you? Good. You look pretty. Thank you. Amazing. First one that's ever said hello. Yep, there's a limit with this. That's right. So I hit the limit and I get his helmet and I hide it. And I hear him going, hey, does anybody know where my helmet is? Does anybody know where my helmet is? And he's kind of walking around AO. Does anybody know where my helmet is? And I said, I do. And he goes, where's my helmet? And I said, where's my check? You promised. Where's my check? And he goes, give me my helmet. And I said, give me my check. Right? It's like we go back and forth. And I'm going, look, no, I'm not giving you your helmet until you give me my check. You promised, you said get this much auditing in. I did it. I delivered. And now you won't give, you don't even care. You're going on your lids. Oh, big deal. Tori didn't get paid. No, you're not going on your lids until you give me my check. That's it. That's the way it's going to go down. Take it or leave it. I don't really care. And he goes and gets the check and he goes, there's your check. And I said, and there's your helmet. And that was kind of it. That was the end of me working at AO. And then I actually, so that was 74, 75. My son was born in 77 and 79, which is 10 years after 69. We 3 moved to Clearwater, Florida. We originally moved to Brandon, Florida, which is across next to Tampa. And it was so lonely. There was nobody there. It was awful. We bought a house, but there was nobody there. So, and it was really racist and icky. And so we moved next to Clearwater to Largo, and we bought a house there. And this guy comes up to my house and he says, you're not going to let those ends move in, are you? And I said, is this candid camera? I look around like, they got to be kidding. They can't be serious, right? It was serious. I said, get the hell off my lawn and don't ever come back. So I started telling my husband, we got to get out of here. We got to move back to LA. These people are super racist and they're icky. It was just awful. But anyway, in 79, there were only 4 public in Clearwater, Florida. Now there's hundreds, but there were only 4 then. So they said, okay, Milt Wolf calls me and he goes, "Come on in." And I go in, it's flagged. And he goes, "Tori, you don't know this." I told you guys this story about where I had to handle Richard Kenny and get him out of office. So that was 79. I did. I got him out of office. Long story. I've told it before. And anyway, I get him out of office. So there you go. We have a big party. And I say to everybody, don't talk about Scientology. Just talk about what your job is and listen to them. And it worked. You know, everybody went from thinking we had long fangs and we were horrible. Hey, hey, to no, they're pretty nice people. And they voted out Richard Tenney, so he's out. So there you go. And Harold says, well, at Thanksgiving, in I think it was 1980 or it might have been 81, but anyway, yeah, I think it was 81. It's Thanksgiving, and we're going to go down to my mom's house, who's in Fort Myers, Florida, which is 2 hours south of Clearwater. And we're on our way, we're driving, and I've been trying to tell him how awful it is, but he works in an office and he's just like, "Oh, it's not as bad as you think." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's awful here." So anyway, we're out in the middle of the boondocks amongst the rednecks. You talk about Whitney Mills and Lisa McPherson. Not on this. I'm in the middle of talking about 69, 79, 89, and 2000 on. That's the topic. Another time I will. The first person I don't know, Lisa, I really didn't know either. So you probably as much as I know is already on the internet. You can read about it. That's your best bet. Okay, so now we're out in the middle of the boondocks and the car breaks down. And these two guys come out. We go to a gas station, a fix-it station. And this guy goes, "Well, what do you know, California? What do you think, Billy Bob? Can we fix your car?" And he goes, "I don't know, Joe. What do you think?" And they go back and forth. And 8 hours later on Thanksgiving, with me crying and talking to my mom, and my mom trying to talk him into helping us. We don't do it. 8 hours later, they fix the car. And we get in the car, and my husband says, "We're going back to California. That's it." Now I see what you're talking about. He didn't like the rednecks. Thank God. So, hi, June. So, anyway, that's 79. And then 89, now my mother in law decides David Light, who's a reg at Flag, getting money, calls me up and says, "I've got good news for you." And I said, "Really? What's that?" He goes, "Your mother-in-law just played for Harold for OT 4 through 8. And I said, "Okay." Because I knew they had a lot of money, and I thought that's sort of okay, but not really, because then I'm in the dust, and we didn't have the money to pay for it. And so he says, "Well, let me call you right back." And he calls me back because I've got really good news. And I said, "All right, what's the really good news?" And he goes, "She just paid for both of you, for OT 4 through 8. So now we're paid for 4 through 8. That's a lot of money. Pretty dress. Yeah. And hi, Queen Waves. So I gotta remember where I was. Okay, so it's 80. Oh yeah. All right, so we have everything paid for. I fly to Flag. I'm gonna get on OT4. And you have to go through a routing form in Scientology to get on anything. You have to go see this person and that person and this person and that person. And I get somewhere around ethics. And this young kid opens up the folder and he goes, "You are not allowed on the Flag Lender." And I've told you guys this, but I go, "Are you talking to me? You're talking to me?" And I just keep doing that taxi card driver thing. Anyway, long story short, the DFP comes It says, okay, write out all the things you've done to help us. I do. She says, okay, everything that has been done to you regarding epilepsy was wrong. We're going to fix it. Bill Yachty was there at the time as an auditor in the Sea Org. So he's my auditor. And that ends up being basically a disaster where I ended up getting the entire flag land base technical team crammed on medicine because I had just had it up to here again. And it was just like, no, not going to go. I'm not going to do it. Show me it in writing. Where is it in writing? Guess what? It isn't. So anyway, I nailed them. I told you guys this story. And so that was 89. And now I'm on OT7, which that's a whole nother story. I'll tell you another time. So now 99, I've gone through all this stuff. OT7 didn't work. Yachty's trying to get me to handle the internet. I'm opening up the phony accounts. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the internet. They're sending me out to handle the critics who are out everywhere. They were all over the fucking place. And they're like, you know, and they're yelling all this stuff at me. And I just have like plexiglass on. Okay, whatever. But anyway, I felt like I did I tell you the thing about Yachty throwing me under the bus? I don't think I ever really told you guys that. Did I tell you that? Sophie, do you know if I told you that where about Yachty throwing me under the bus? I think I did. Anyway, he basically I was opening up these phony accounts. I finally went and looked on ARS, which is Alt Religion Scientology. And on it, it was all spam the day that I looked with baking recipes. And in between it were people saying, I didn't say that Scientology is changing my word. I thought, you're using my accounts that I'm opening up to stop free speech. And that was it. I just thought, I can't do it. So I called up Bill and I said, hey, Bill, I've got to go back to work. That's it. All of a sudden I realized this is going straight up to Miscavige. This is not just the Vino at Osa Inn. This is Miscavige. And it's coming down to Yachty and me. And so I say, I got to go back to work. That's it. He goes, okay, we'll just meet us in, I think I did tell you guys the story. Does anybody remember if I did or not? Everything stopped on my thing. Okay, here we go, live chat. No, Tori, you didn't tell us about the Yachty throwing you under the bus. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sophie. Okay, so he says, okay, meet us at this apartment in Glendale. I have made videos about this, but anyway, this is what happened. So I drive to Glendale, still having no plans at all of saying anything. Remember, I'd had to sign a thing saying I wouldn't tell anyone about this top secret thing. Not anyone, not Miscavige, not RTC, not any auditors, not any ethics officers. And I had said to Bill and Osa Inn, this sounds like the Guardian's office kind of stuff where the 11 people went to prison. And he said, Tori, trust me, I'm not going to do anything illegal. This is just a form. It's just formality. And I said, but what if I need help? I can't talk to any auditors or ethics officers. And he said, well, we have the top auditors and ethics officers on the planet that will help you. So, and he said, trust me. And I did, and he knew it, and they knew it. So I signed the thing. But now I'm meeting him at this apartment in Glendale. And I walk in, and it's Jim Clergis and a bunch of other men, big men. And I grew up around big men. And so I walk in, and it's real dim. The sun is going down. And usually they're like, Tori, hi. And this time they're like, hello, hello, hello. So I sit down and I'm like, okay, this is very weird. It is Tori with 5 or 6 big guys, no other women, no protection. Yachty isn't even there, my auditor and best friend, I thought. I'm getting a little spooked out, and all of a sudden, bam, the door slams open, and it's Bill with Gavina. And Gavino looks at me and he goes, I warned you about her. I warned you about her. And I look at Bill and I go, he warned you about what? You know, I'm really pissed off at this point. I really am. It's like we were really good friends, I thought. He was my auditor. So this guy warned Bill about me and Bill didn't tell me. Really, really creepy. Hey, hey.
Oh,
So, Gotti told her, yeah, it's sort of funny, but not really. So they spend about 2 hours grilling. You know, what are you going to say? Who are you going to tell? What are you going to say about it? What are you going to tell about this? And I'm like, nothing. I'm not going to say a thing. I mean, I honestly, in my head, I swear to God to this day, I was not going to say the word, not one word about any of it. But you know what? They were so nasty to me. I finally just burst out crying. And I ran outside, and Bill came running after me. And I knew he fucked up big. And I said, get away from me, just get away from me. And I jumped in my car. I started it up. He started yelling at me. I said, get back. And that was really the night I left Scientology. It took me another many, many months to actually meet Andreas and wake up. But that was the end of it for me. It really was. It was just like I didn't get into Scientology to stop free speech and have the people that asked me to help them throw me underneath the bus. It was like what a bunch of knuckleheads. So that was the night Yachty threw me under the bus. Okay, so now let me go back. Oh, all right. Sorry, IDK, the story. I'm listening. Okay. Stacy, no. I'm not, and Holly, yes, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So I'm finishing my pumpkin pie, so can't eat or drink after midnight. Wow. Ooh, pumpkin pie. That sounds good. Somebody bring me over some pumpkin pie. How is everyone? We're good. Hi, 49ers for life. That sounds really freaky, Dory. It was. It was really freaky. Imagine being all by yourself and with your best friend who's now turned on you and gets you underneath the bus. Like, it was weird. They were intimidating you, and Yachty set it up. Yeah, I know. It was really, I know. He really turned into a snake. I mean, it was just, can you imagine the absolute shock for me? It was just like, oh my God. I can't believe how delusional I was. Hope all goes well, Matt. I'll be sending you positive vibes. Okay, hello, Tori. So Yachty is an a-hole. My bad, sorry. I didn't think he was. I thought he was a great guy. He was one of my best friends for a long time. No, I didn't tell my husband because my husband was born in Scientology. His parents were in Scientology since 1950. I just knew he never knew any of the OSA stuff that I did. He couldn't handle it. He was always terrified of SPs, which is why I'm sure he won't talk to me because he's scared of them, which is really pathetic when you think about it. But as much as I loved him as a person, the one quality that he needed, he didn't have, which is courage. He didn't have it. And you need courage to get out of here. You do. And to face this amount of shit. That was one thing he left. Hi, Larry. Did you tell your husband what happened? No. I couldn't. I mean, it's kind of like, thank you, Holly. I appreciate what's going to bug me is that I can't shower for 7-day trial period. What are you talking about? I'm lost on this. Wow, thank you, 49ers for life. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kind of like it, but I can't. I don't know why it won't let me on this phone. Won't let me. Oh, anyway, thank you. Thank you very much, 49ers for life. I appreciate that. Don't stop what you're doing. All right. Journey 2020. Ah, that's the thing about Scientology. There's no loyalty. Yeah, I know it. But I never realized it was that, you know, I just didn't. I really didn't. That was the first time I realized, wow, I thought this guy was my best friend. And he turned on me. Spooky. Really spooky. Nice heart, Sophie. Hi, Kayla McDonald. What do you think your husband is now in a place like Mike Brown's mom was? Oh, where do you think he is? No, I think he's married. He remarried and they're living in a house. But I know it's not good for him. I know that, but I'm not going to say anything more. Osa, take some courage from Tori. We're not scary. Here's some love. Ah, that's nice, Holly. Very nice. It's very true, too. I mean, I always say, come out, meet us. You know, if you come out and you meet me and you go, you know what, I can't stand you. I'm going back. I'd say, okay, thank you for coming. You know, it's like I don't have any, what do you call it? I don't have a something in this game. What do you call that? I don't have but I don't. You know, if you want to come out, come out. If you want to stay, you can stay. You know, that's not my gig. The journey, I used to really be into trying to get people out of Scientology. I don't care now. They want to stay, they can stay. I mean, you and I know it's screwed up. It's really screwed up. But keeping people from going in, that I'm into. Like silly. Don't ever join Scientology.
Not in-
I like your hair. Thank you. Get green hair. You want me to take your picture? It's a really good shot. No, that's not you guys in it. No.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. I sound like they need to read The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, that would help if they reread it. Have you run into any of those guys like Yachty or your ex-husband since you left? Just random places in LA. You know, that's the weirdest thing. When I was in Scientology, I ran into Scientologists everywhere. Wherever I went, Tory, Tory, Tory. You know, it was just like they were all over the place. Now I ran into one Scientologist, Mario Fenninger. He's a pianist. He's a beautiful pianist. I think he passed away, but before he passed away, I got to tell him. I said, Mario, I ran into him at Costco, and I said, Mario, I just wanted to tell you, for everyone who doesn't get to tell you, we loved your music. It was beautiful, and he just glowed. He was an older man, and he just looked so happy. It was very sweet. But no, I haven't run into any. I mean, I think they run from me, is what happened. Each person is missing either a heart or brain or courage. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That is the Wizard of Oz. Thank you. I think you're right. You know, a Tom Martini and his then wife, Karen Martini. I might. You know, I know so many Scientologists, but not by name. I'm really bad at that. I'm very, very bad at remembering names. So unless I spent time with them, which I know I didn't with them, it's crushing, Tori. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. It is crushing. It really is. That somebody would be that creepy is just awful. And that they'd stay in. You know, it's like, Yanni, come out. What your wife died last year, or a couple years. Or they just want to get home. Yeah. I'm stalking your media, MD Media 18. Okay. I'm stalking you. All right. I don't know what that means. Agriculture. Are you stalking him or you're stalking me? A dog in this fight. Thank you. That's right. I don't have a dog in this fight. That's right. That's it. Thank you. Thank God you guys remember this. Stacy and Whitney and Sophie. You guys all remember that. The dog in the race. That's right. Hi, Tori. Just got home from a lovely family dinner with my mom, my cat. Oh, and not behaving. We're never behaving. That's part of this group. We're not going to behave. Tori, love and have missed you. Have been not been able to be on lately. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate it. And somehow I was able to like yours. I don't know why I wasn't able to like the earlier one. Steak. Okay. Did you ever hear stories of the blue building being haunted? Sure. And I also talked to people who had to dig out the morgue when they first bought this building. It's in the things that DOA used to talk about. You know, the what do you call them? The things underneath the ground. Tunnels. They're in the tunnels and morgues. And then the RPF is down there. So we don't have an ulterior motive. That's true. That is true. Animosity. Okay. We're skin in the game. That's right. I don't have any skin in the game. That's right. That's another one. I don't have any dog in this fight. I don't have any skin in the game. Thank you. I like that one too. I don't have skin in it. Come to Florida. I'll show you body things. Thank you. No, been there, done that for a long, long time. Way too long. Kayla, thank you. All right. Yeah, that was very sweet, Kayla. Let's stop people from suffering in Scientology. Why are Kayla's messages retracted? Was that an accident? They shouldn't have been. Hi, Tori. Windy City Dayton Watch. Hey, hey. I don't see Windy City Dayton Watch. Oh, there you are. Let's stop people from suffering in Scientology. Yeah. Well, I've moved on from stopping people from suffering in Scientology to making sure people don't join Scientology because there's no way to get them out. I don't think. I really don't. I think if they want to stay in, they're going to stay in. If they want to come talk to us, we're on the internet. They can always come find out. Well, y'all, I got to run. Love and hugs, Tori. Thank you, Stacy. Keep up the good work. I'll catch you another time. Thank you. You'll probably catch me in Santa Fe next week because I'm probably not going to do any more out here. Windy. Love you, Sophie. You're very welcome. Oh, hi, Stacy. Text you soon. Okay, cool. Hi. My ex-girlfriend said Scientology members stalked and harassed her when she and her brother escaped. How often is that the case? That was the case with me. You know, they chased me across the country. I told you. And for months and months and literally years after, they were awful. But see, it depends on who you are and what you know. You know, it's a triangle. I was next to the top as far as auditing. I was a trained auditor. I had worked in Narconon, way to happiness. You know, I'd been in the Sea Org, I'd been on staff. You know, so I could speak from a lot of experience. I knew the OSA top secret mafia thing that nobody knew. So they were after me. They wanted me to shut up. And they should have just let me go. If they'd let me go, I would have said nothing. I would have been on my way. I would have had a whole different life. It would have been an interesting thing, but that didn't happen. Sorry that name autocorrects. Last name Marciano. Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think I do know that person. Is a prison of belief. There's a wall of fear built that seems insurmountable, but it can be done. Yeah, I think it's less and less insurmountable. She's stalking me, Tori. She's joking. Okay. All right, good. Stalking and joking are two very different things. So you kind of got to keep them together. Okay, so your friends, it's an inside joke. Sort of like Jimmy Kimmel with who's the guy that he always says, sorry, Matt, sorry for Matt Damon, we didn't have time to get to you every night. It's so weird. Hey, how are you? You okay?
Who's not
Good.
holding it?
You too. That guy with a what do you call it? Backpack. Hopefully not coming from Scientology. At this point, we are all stalking each other because it's the same name. I think it's so funny when I first met the live streamers, you know, because I'm a person always on the phone. Me and Spank and our friends are always on the phone or texting, one or the other. They don't do either one. They don't text, they don't use phones. So I said, how do you guys know, you know, where you are? Because they all would show up somewhere. And they said, we watch our live streams. Hello from Chicago. Oh, Juanita, lucky dog. That's nice. Just left a wedding in Lake Forest. Oh my God, Windy City. That's where I lived. That we moved from Park Ridge to Lake Forest. Not my favorite move. Probably wouldn't have been in Scientology if they'd moved, if they'd stayed in Park Ridge. I would have been a completely different person. I also think the longer one has invested into it, would be harder to leave. Yeah, because they're always shaving off anyone that isn't pro Scientology too. So all of your friends are Scientologists, your doctor is a Scientologist, everybody, your hairdresser is a Scientologist. Tunnel, that's right. Sunk cost, it's huge. Decade in some. All right, thank you guys for hitting the like button. What do you mean they had to dig out more? Well, there's a more in there, right? You know, where people were put in between being taken away to be buried. And so they had to clean it out. You know, just icky. That's all I'm going to put. We'll get somebody who did it and they can tell you about it. Hello, it's Leah. Oh, is this Leah? Hi, Leah. Is this Leah that was on the trip with Laura and everybody? Who building is evil? Witness definitely sunk cost. Thought we could collect $1 million. Sure. Good luck for tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, Wendy. I know. I don't envy you being in Lake Forest, though. Tori, do you think Scientology should have tax exemption? Of course. Of course. And they should have to pay for all the back taxes that they haven't paid. I mean, that would be skillions. City could. It's midnight with Magoo. That is correct. I guess it is almost that time. Oh, no, it's only 10 o'clock. Sorry. No, I'm not going to do midnight with Magoo because I'm here. I'm here doing this. Tori, people can remove their own messages. Kayla must have typed them by accident. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could remove your own messages. The first time I heard about body faces, I thought they were talking about bad kids. Perhaps as I was at the age when he had sex education. That is the funniest story I've ever heard about body faces. YRB. Perfect. Santa Fe, that's right. I'm coming. Ela, this stupid iPad. Oh, did you delete it by accident? Hello. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Don't ever join Scientology. Good. They're after people like you. I love the definiteness of people like we would, just like, in the old days, it was different. But people really fell for this stuff. I saw the L and I thought some abbreviation I didn't know. Oh. Ayla, I know that happens with these computers. Question, Tori, do you think it's harder to leave when you're older? Sure, because everything and everyone is a Scientologist. So how can you leave? It's almost impossible. I mean, I have a great compassion for my old friends who are still in, because except for Yachty, because Yachty knows all the shit that you guys know and more. He knows. So how can you know that stuff and not leave? Now he used to have his wife in there, and I thought, oh, okay, he's staying because of his wife. But I never really thought that anyway, because she wasn't really into it, not that much. She was like my ex-husband. They were never really into it. But all the other people, because they're blindsided, they can't see any of the stuff that you see. They can't read the internet. So yeah, I think they're, the only people they see are Scientologists and people that are connected with Scientology. Oh, you're Leah, the viewer in Austin, Texas. Oh, cool. That is a great place to live. I have heard wonderful things about Austin, Texas. I read about it. It's supposed to be the number one place to live. Hi, you okay? Sure. Good. Okay, thank you, Leah. That's cool that you're in Austin. I've read many, many cool things about it. Maybe you can monitor another random intersection at midnight. That was fun. Maybe you can monitor. Oh, you mean like stop my car at midnight? Hi. Don't ever join Scientology. Hi. Do you think Mitch Brister misses being in Scientology? No. When you did the joint stream there, he seemed to be speaking fondly of it and possibly still a fan of it. I know I had a little bit of a difficult time with that too. I don't think it's because he really was. It's just I think he was trying to say what he thinks was happening when he was in. And it did kind of come across that way, though. I know, but I don't think so now. Tori, what do you think the Scientologists in the building think about you? She's undercover CIA. They've, whatever Scientology needs to tell them. If they go, oh, there's Tori, we really miss her. They have to get into there. She's really evil. She's declared suppressive. She could have changed her mind, but she didn't. She's out there destroying our church. So don't miss it. So it just depends, or if they're like, oh, yeah, what is she doing out there? Most of them probably, you see, the windows are all shut. That's because they don't want anybody to see somebody out here. Tory facts. Okay, what does that mean, Larry? You want facts, or you're saying I'm giving facts? What? We need a complete concept on that. That's what Sophie keeps saying. A complete concept. Tory facts. Does that mean Tory equals facts? That would be good. Or Tory, please tell us facts. That would be good. But Tory ... facts. I don't know what that means. So help. I love how Tory is out there winning friends and influencing people and helping to clear the planet. My thing has always been one person at a time. Like in Clearwater, when there was hundreds and hundreds of people driving by, honk out Scientology, honking their horns, stamp out Scientology. Scientologists are awful. This and that. When Milt Wolf told me, you have to handle it because we came here on a lie. So you've got to handle it for it, because his big pitch was don't trust them, they're liars. He said, we did lie. So, okay, I'll go out there. And that's when I got that one. I started with the one grandmother and I carried my son and I said, what are you doing? And she said, Scientology is awful and this and that. She had an American flag and something against Scientology. And I said, you know what? The only product you have here is my son, Brian. And you're a grandmother. So put your damn signs down and go home. She did. She put her signs down and left. And so I just went from one person to another person, talking to him. This one guy, he had a sign about how Scientology thinks people are from outer space or something like that. And I said, what? I said, what do you think Scientologists believe? And he goes, well, I know one thing. They think the earth was made by science. And I said, we do not, like that. And he goes, are you a Scientologist? And he turned away like, I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to see you. I was like, these guys are really crazy. Yachty likes working on the fringes of the law. Okay, here's the thing with Yachty, too. This is the thing to know about this. And Bill, if you're listening, this is a fact. Bill was a gamer, right? He was into gaming. And then the Phil Hendry show came out, which I've told you guys before. But I think he factored the whole OSA top secret mafia after Phil Hendry. Because Phil Hendry was one guy on a radio station, but he would pretend he was all these other people. And he would wait until a real person called in saying, how dare you talk to your boss like that? Or the boss was always putting him down. And he would say to the boss, how could you talk to an employee like that? And then the whole group would burst out laughing and they'd say, it's just a joke. Don't worry about it. And I went home that night, though, because I didn't know it was a joke. And I said to Harold, you can't believe this radio station with Phil Hendry. I mean, he's just being so mean to the employee. And Harold burst out laughing. He said, Tori, those are all Phil. It's all his voice. So I think that's what Yachty thought. Now, wait a minute. We got to handle the internet. I can be all these different identities and handle the internet. I honestly think he did, and he thought he could. He was holding down the fort in Los Angeles, putting in the hours. That's right. Right, I'm holding down the fort. Tori knows the Scientologist was one stone's fast. I do. You can see him. It's really funny. There's a group. They go, hi, how you doing? And they'll go, hello. what would you do if someone walked out of the CFS building and said, "Help, I want to leave the church Scientology"? I'd say, "Good. First of all, come meet my friend. Meet some of the people." And I'd talk to them. You got to find out. Well, all right, what's happening? Why are you leaving? What happened? And then we'll go from there. No, the planters aren't gone. Here, I'll show you. Here's the planters. All the knucklehead planters are still here. So Henri, you've got to get your ass here so we can get rid of these. Yeah, I know they're still here. But that's what I do. I have to find out why they're leaving, and then I'd help. But we'll have to see what they need. Are the planters gone? Are the tunnels found? The tunnels have been here since they bought the building. The tunnels that I know and that people were in the Sea Org and had to clean out, they've been here since then. So the things that there's new tunnels, I haven't seen any proof of that. Hello, walk on by. Another Sea Org member. You could leave tonight. You could come with me. Honestly, you don't have to stay and slave away. Those are pretty. Beautiful. But he gave her power. That Sea Org member was power embodied. The tunnels are the ones I know are the ones they've always been there. I think if you've spent a long time inside something, not all of it is bad memories. It doesn't mean you want to go back. Right. Thank you, Sophie. We don't care what Scientology thinks of Tory. We all love her out here. Thanks. See? See, Scientology? You come out here and have friends. That's the thing. People think because Science Hubbard really built that into it. If you leave, you're going to have nothing. There's nothing out there. And that's not true. It's exactly the opposite. There's, first of all, tons of your friends that have been missing and you wonder, where are they? They're out here. They're declared suppressed. You're not a Scientologist, are you?
I beg your pardon?
You're not a Scientologist, are you?
I couldn't hear you.
You are a Scientologist. But you couldn't hear me. Bullshit. Were you speaking facts? Thank you. We don't care what Scientology thinks of Tory. Thank you. Thank you. Darth Beaver. Tori L. Look to either side of her. Yeah. Those are all the flower boxes. 1,000 pounds each for Henri. I think men have a problem separating the work they do and enjoy because it's work and their personal identity. The father had to create. Hello. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. My father had to create a whole new definition of self when he retired. Yeah, that retirement is a big deal. Years ago, speaking of that, YRB, I worked for Easter Seals one year, and all these women were there, and every one of them had lost their husband. And I was like in my 40s, and I asked them, I said, what happened? Every one of them. Now, this doesn't mean now, because I think times have changed, but back then, every one of them, their husband retired, and they died within 6 months of retirement. Because that's all men used to be. That was it. You worked, and that's who your identity was. Now they have other things. That's what's great about the internet, too. If the active Scientologists get too close to Tory, they're negatively impacted and weakened by her amazing shedding capability. witness to cornball. And that's a fact. Tori's actually shedding. That's how they act. I'm not, but they act like that. Like, oh my God, if we go by Tory, what will happen? We need a lawsuit to alert the judicial system of this health taxes and how they use the judicial system to destroy people and dissent. If I had the money. Exactly. You have to remember, Holly, Hubbard said, get him in court, keep him in court, bankrupt. Let's say that again. Get him in court, keep him in court, bankrupt. He didn't care if you won or lost. Get him in court, keep him in court, bankrupt. And that's always my concern of people that are suing the church, because that's their goal. Did you and Bob Minton ever have a falling out? No, we didn't. I had a lot of falling out with people because I wouldn't have a falling out with Bob Minton. I had some friends who really got ticked off at me because, anyway, it's a long story, but no, we didn't. Look away. She's an SP. That's right. No, I love Bob all the way to the end. Adam and Eve was first. I mean, I still can't believe that Scientology can just build stuff on a public street with I know. Isn't that just so weird? Me too. And a lot of the public here, they've called the city. They told me, but they're kind of they thought the city put it up. And then when I say no, Scientology did, then they're ticked off. Larry, Adam and Eve was first, not L. Ron Hubbard. Oh, interesting theory about that, Tori Yachty's influences. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, originally he was a gamer, so he was into that kind of thing anyway. And then Phil Hendricks, and I think that was it. He went, boom, I got it. I can do it. You guys look happy. Don't ever get in Scientology. I was in it for 30 years. I speak from experience. I never know if they're Scientologists or not. They kind of look like it, but he kind of went right. Yeah, interesting about Yachty. I know. I'm amazed that he stays. I really am. But I get it kind of because it's like, what's he gonna do out here? And I think that's how a lot of them are. I mean, he's been in Scientology almost his whole life. I think the law doesn't really acknowledge mind control. Yeah, it's a very vague area. It is. Planters are abandoned. Property sledgehammer. Oh, planters abandoned them? Abandoned. The property sledgehammer. Well, not really. I mean, they own these buildings and they live in them, so they're not going to sledgehammer. And these, my theory is they're going to come in the middle of the night with the big, those things that they put them down and pull them out and dump them. But it's going to be in the middle of the night when nobody can film it. Yeah, there's always been lawsuits against Scientology forever. And thankfully, some of them won. Not talking about mind control, talking about LRH policies. Yeah, knucklehead plans. True. Holly, now I'm singing that Peter Gabriel song, Sledgehammer. I hate that. You get a song in your head. Okay, witness, really? I've had my head in the sand and didn't know that. What did witness say? You see anybody behind me, let me know. There are already several lawsuits. Oh, yeah, sure. You didn't know that, Holly? Yeah, I mean, Leah alone has had that big lawsuit going. against Miscavige and the church and Gavin Potter, who I've said forever Gavin Potter should be in prison. As much as Danny Masterson. He didn't rape people, but he did take kids out of high school and put them in the theater for a billion-year contract. Sorry, my smartass side is me out tonight. Some days I just can't help it. I stop typing. No, don't stop typing. That's all right. Question, Tori. Do you think independent Scientology is okay? I think it's okay for the people that do it. I don't want to do it. It's not my thing. It's people that are still pros that tech. And I think tech is, first of all, the majority of tech Hubbard stole. The vast majority, like if not all of it. Secondly, the good stuff is free. It's out here for free. So why pay someone to do independent Scientology when A, it's stolen, and B, it's out here for free? You tell me, you want to pay for it? There you go. But if they want to, just like Scientology, that's your choice. I'm not going to put them down for it, but I just think, why? Claire Headley testified about the policies in the Danny Masters. The old, I couldn't hear you trick. Yeah, I know. Exactly. It's like, oh, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, right. It would be great to see Bunker there protesting with you. I know he and I always have a good time. Fortunately, he's across the country. I think the legal system is starting to understand more about Scientology. What do you think, Whitney? In Iowa, and I heard you. All right. Please don't. We like it. Sophie, she did. That only reached one judge. What I'm trying to say is that all judges around the nation and the world could know about Ellery's policies and using the judicial system as a weapon. Yeah, in the right place, it'll happen eventually, but it's it's a ways off. Hi, Valerie from Florida. What part of Florida are you from? The witness, I agree, Sophie. Too much abuse hiding behind cloak of religion. U.S. laws are always enforceable regardless. All right, Holly says Sophie understood. Just in 75 years of this BS, and it's time for them to wake up and do something about it. I know sometimes I feel like the ex-Scientologists, should go talk to Congress. I don't know if they would listen, but it feels like we should. That's something I'm going to do next year. That's the weapon I'm speaking of right there, Tori. I hear you. I guess I'm a little bit blasé because I've lived through 24 years of thinking this is it. This is it. They can't miss it, and then they do. This is it, and then they do. And this is it. And then they do. So after a while, you're like, okay, yeah. I'm not saying it shouldn't happen. Of course it should happen. But when will it happen? You need to go to that restaurant next time I'm up there. Yeah, absolutely, witness. It's super popular. Yeah, it is. You look most beautiful with you. Aw, that's nice. Thank you, Sequin. Holly, one might start to think that it's allowed to operate within movie. That's true for a lot of cults. It takes a while to nail them. It really does. I just got here. Planters still there. Yep. Here they are, just so you can see them. The lovely planters. Here they are, all the way down the way. And across the street, in case you missed them over there. What a stupid group of people. To put planters so we can't protest. And now they're trying to pass a law here in LA that you can never protest in front of a hospital or different organizations. It's like, oh, come on. Violates the First Amendment. Has been operating with no consequence at least since 1993, at least since 1950. Let's get it straight. I love it. But yeah. Hi. Yeah, nothing is coming out. I love that song Sledgehammer, so I don't mind it being stuck in my head. All right. I know that. I know that's Sophie too. You know, when you have something you love, you don't mind. I'm thinking of It's a Small World After All, where we got stuck in that thing at Disneyland and for 2 hours. How are you? What are you looking for?
I just wondered, I heard the car humming. I didn't know if anyone was in it. I think so. I,
Was anybody in it?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds, they make you sound
Maybe go peek in.
dead.
Dad?
Dad, I don't know.
No, I said maybe go look in. Look in the window.
I just looked at it. I mean, if someone there, he might wonder, why am I looking at it? Like it. No. Okay, I'm going. See
Have a good night.
your name?
Tori. Tori? From Victoria. Tori.
Victoria?
No, it's Tori. Tory.
Oh,
Did you ever, were you ever in football? No. Okay.
don't understand it.
I know, me neither, but
I
my
don't
dad,
like baseball a bit.
yeah,
But I
me
don't
too.
get, it's not the world to me. They have to make a living. It's important to them.
Yeah, my dad played for the Chicago Cardinals, which you might have remembered. Long time ago.
You know, he lived in Chicago.
Pardon me?
Did he live in Chicago?
Yeah,
Are you from Chicago?
originally. I came here to do Scientology, was in it for 30 years and woke up in 2000 and escaped out and they chased me across the country
Escape. Oh, they chased you to do what though?
to try to stop me from speaking out like this.
Did they try to kidnap you or something like that?
Well, they can't kidnap you. That's against the law.
Doesn't mean so.
I know, but they had a lot of people watching them when I left.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. To make sure they don't.
I was
So
very,
Miss Remy, I heard they followed to Miami or whatever airport.
yeah. I always say I left LAX as Scientologist and I arrived in Tampa an activist.
Yeah. But one thing a prayer found works, whether in Christianity or other, some people, I do my Namio Rengekyo. It's not a cult.
I know.
I had speaking in Japanese one day as a proof. The words materialized on my tongue like thick, heavy air. And I felt that a place was sort of ending. And all of a sudden, like the Bayer aspirin ad, it left my tongue. Remember, it would hit the headache and exploded. saved my mom off a lung machine at Holy Cross in the Valley back, and she started praying. And I just don't know. I don't like the idea of reincarnation in a way because this place is really quite terrible, this planet.
Which place?
Earth.
Oh.
The astral realms that some people have gone to, you don't have to die to come out of your body. The guy was at the dentist and the pain got so bad he let his body went to the ceilings. You
Yeah,
know,
that happened to me.
did it? Was it dentist or what?
No, I was getting an operation and they gave me morphine.
Yes.
And I just was leaving. And the physical therapist said, start wiggling your toes, wiggle your toes. And I was wiggling my toes. And I said, look, this isn't doing it. Give me your hand. Because I said, I'm leaving. You know, I was like,
Was it painful or something? Was that the problem in the operation?
it wasn't the operation. It was after the operation,
Oh, I
physical
see.
therapy. And they'd given me the wrong drug. And I take some medicine and I think it conflicted.
Well, they should be careful on that. I hear
They had
now.
the emergency crew come running down the hall, and she said, "You're doing
Okay.
really well." And I said, "How can I be doing really well if you know?"
Nowadays, if a doctor twice leaves a sponge in the patient so that if somebody keep track, he loses his license.
Really?
That's what I heard. It's happened before. A woman had to under a cesarean, and the anesthesia wore off, but the paralytic did not. I don't know how many hours that was horrible. A nurse saw it, but didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
So doctor told me for my operation, don't worry. Now we have a dunce cap or something. I remember those in school. No, it's some kind of cap measure your brain waves to tell if it's bad. But if nothing else works, that you can do it in your mind if the people or you can't open your mouth, then Amio Rengekyo. I don't know if you can see God even dead, but you can feel the presence at times. You know, I felt at times a weird feeling of joy when the problem's solved. Dad hadn't declared 32,000. HUD wanted to hide it, sending my brother. Don't do that. That'll implicate and show your guilt. Just play dumb. You're 80-year-old. They ain't going to send you in jail, though. They might take the HUD away. And the lady then said, honest mistake. As soon as I started chanting, I felt a feeling of joy. It's weird.
No, I understand.
Glad is when you see a 20 bill on the corner. That's glad. But this feeling of joy, it's unearthly. Like I wanted more time nursing home. Nurse said, oh, your appointment's not today, George. The evening nurse said, you missed your appointment. They give me more time before I see Dr. Smythe. The inspector came. And I never seen his face, but I started praying and felt my prayer going to him as like a gift or something. It was feeling of great goodwill,
Right.
but it was unearthly. I can't explain it. The feeling goodwill
You don't
was,
have to, because you know it and you feel it.
yeah, like so Brown said, I don't know the guy called out Jesus Christ on Sunday morning said, karma is unfair because at least if you put your hand on a hot stove, you know why it happened. Karma, you don't know what you do. But if he doesn't believe in reincarnation, why does he call himself Jesus Christ? You know, on that. I believe Jesus made perform miracles. So Harold Sherman was quite religious, said, I was going to touch a live wire or something, something stopped me, you know. A friend raised voice, said, Dave, look out. And again, Dave, look out. So he looked, and then oh no, the mirror of the truck hit him, and the truck actually knocked him in the air. He landed on the ground, truck rolled over him. See, lucky, almost escaped, but so on. Anyway, Brian Redwell was a social worker. Client, where he said, Brian tells me to chant for money. So I called her up. I had just gotten the scroll, which they said is not the deity, but a reflection of your inner nature. That's why I seemed to shudder one at the same time as speaking tongues. Started at the top of the page and ended at the bottom. But the words materialized in the sense each word felt like thick, heavy air on the tongue. And I don't know a word of Japanese even today, really. And what else? I'd already knew it worked because I'd felt grief ending where I couldn't see anyone. The center had closed. And all of a sudden, working at a bank, the words left my tongue and like the bear hit not the
You
grief
used to work in a bank?
yeah,
Wow.
correlating the check bundles first and last. But it's funny, one job I had once started at Thanksgiving, make company stockroom. And they said after 3 weeks, we caught up early this time with the Christmas season. Maybe as a thing, I maybe didn't want to hurt my feelings. I was too slow. And once a Western Airlines said, "We'll have to let you go, honey. You're too slow." Can I use it for a reference? I said, "Sure, honey." Character. I don't like this. I say I didn't say this, but I don't usually last 2 weeks. All I didn't know I was building up my resume for disability with all these good bad references. The what was the other one? Oh, I said to you must be good. I feel better when I leave your office. He said, me too. You're not the only one, you know. And he said after the operation, remember, no heavy lifting for 3 weeks. And the boss said, you heard the man, no heavy shoplifting for 3 weeks, maybe even 4.
All right, George. Well, I gotta go back to these people.
Don't forget your cane. I was at the Bonds pharmacy. I left mine in that little room where you wait. Thank God if it had been at the desk, you'd never know. And I realized it before leaving. It came back. He said, wait a second, let's take you. And then he opened it and he gave it back to me. This is mine.
There you go.
Somebody, lucky I had left it where I was giving water to the birds at the parking lot near Rite Aid. And I walked back from Sunset. I just saw a guy with it. I said, please. And he said, sure, no money. No, no. Do you have any pain pills? No. I have some blood pressure pills. Well, I should have given him some money, say, here, you can buy some Tylenol with it. But they didn't, but he was very nice about it. I so often seem to forget it. But anyway, if somebody's choking you or strangling you or they feel in danger, guideposts they show in hospitals and nursing homes, they're full of miracles. A lady walking through the park alone, later this guy was waiting, said, how come you didn't attack me? He said, what, are you kidding? With the 2 big men right outside you? What men? There was no one with me. I was all alone in the park. He didn't attack her. He was a predator of sorts because he was way. He said, I saw. And one guy, the car, he was jacked up in the garage. It fell on him, sort of. And the pain, he was squeezed to within an inch or two. That took him to the hospital and they released it slowly so it didn't bust inside. And an angel, he went to this upper of the garage and the angel said, with long wingspan, too. Now, Tesla, the great electronics inventor, also said an angel visited in the forest and said, what do you want to do in your life? Help people. And later it said he got a gift to inventions. And later he said, what do you want to do when you die? He said, I want to be a light being crossing the Milky Way. But he helping people. You heard of Sylvia Brown was one.
All right, now I gotta go.
Okay. But anyway,
I gotta go.
my gift. Remember the prayer in case
I
you
will.
go.
Have a good night.
You don't have to believe in it.
I know.
She cured her smoking in 4 days, she told.
I hear you.
Okay, I'll see you.
Good night.
Again, it's Tory.
Yes, and yours is George.
George.
Bye, George.
Know any psychics? I'm going to change the do it.
No.
Anyway.
I know David Minkoff, and if I had gone to him as I wrote on Tony's thing, I would have been dead because they would have driven me hours. If I'd called Scientology, they would have driven me out to David Minkoff and I would have been dead. Luckily, when I was in status epilepticus, multiple grand mal seizures in 1980, I think, I called my friend who I knew was on the fence, and I said, Jerry, get over here. And he came over and brought me to Morton Plant Hospital. When I came back to consciousness, the doctor said 5 more minutes and you would have been dead. So yeah, I know who he is. Good, they're suing him. All right, for wrongful death. Good, 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 good. He should be sued. I didn't realize. It's always familiar with also family expect. Me too. Me too. Whitney is an OT8, self-edited life with water because cigarettes it wouldn't help her with mental care. Wow. reach, or I believe we could reach out. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Have a good night. Thank you. Chris is coming to see me. He's not coming to see me. He'd be here. It's what time is it? 10:26. It's better to just that little baby you can serve. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta I gotta do the battery thing. My battery's going out. Just a second. It's not there. It's not there. Find my battery. It's in here somewhere. No. Come on. No, maybe I put it in a bag that I forgot. I found it. I have to start mentioning this because someone, all right, there we go. Now it's plugged in. I hope it's charged. Someone gave me a wonderful jacket and it has batteries in it and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. But they talked to me and they said, yeah, get a small. And I usually wear a large. So I said, a small? And they said they run really big. So I got a small and it's too small. So I've got to find out. I can't figure out who it is that gave it to me. But I'm trying to ask you guys. I'm going to say it every night until I find who gave me that jacket. Chris is coming to see you. He is not. It took forever. We have been banned from protesting at our capitol here. It's stupid. We should be able to protest peacefully anywhere. Absolutely. Oh no, it's a small world after all. For 2 hours sounds like torture. You have 20% of your battery left. All right. I have this plugged in. Now let's see. Where can I see if it's plugged in? You know, if I can see it. I like her talking to people. It's comforting. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. I'm glad to see that. I was thinking the other day about a quote from a civil rights activist back in the day who said that freedom is never really won, it must be fought for. Oh, yeah. It kind of has kidnapped people. Well, that was a long time ago, and they can't. And by the time I left in 2000, no, there was too much highlighted stuff on me. You know, people were watching me. Will you tell the story about Bob Newton? Was he fair game and how? Honestly, I don't know. I know that I don't really know. I know that they tricked him somehow. but I'm not really sure how. I think it had to do with money and Nigeria and something, but I don't know the exact specifics. But you could probably Google it. It's probably on the internet somewhere. Guy is cool. What or who is this? What or who is this? Caleb, what are you talking about? I know that chant. Oh yeah, I know that chant too. What is Scientology? Bingo. That guy, a regular joke guy. Yeah, he's the guy that always tells those jokes. That's why I started talking to him, and then I remembered, oh God, wait a minute, this is the guy that tells endless jokes. He has like endless jokes, and that's why you have to be kind of rude and say, "I've got to go." I mean, I really have to go. Like, not like, one of these days I've got to go. It's like, no, I'm out. Like it. I didn't think deep conversation like this happened in Southern California. Witness Kaylee, well, it's a Buddhist chant, and Elron did say he was. No, the Buddhist came and said Elron was Buddha. Remember, the Sabbath set that one up. Elron said he was the king of everything. Yeah, it's true. He did too. Think exactly. First instinct. Just think if I'd really followed my first instinct, I would have never been in Scientology. But then I would have never known all you guys. Please tell someone. Please tell me someone is with Tory. They're not. They all abandoned me. Rats. Chris isn't on the way. He's not. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home alone and abandoned. It's 10:30. I gotta get home. I would never just stop someone on the street and begin. Well, he didn't just stop. I talked to him first. Said, "How are you doing?" So I know him. We've talked many times. He really had a thing about Buddhism. There's some Elron loyalist. He's not a Scientologist. Understand the Scientology. It's Thursday night here. No, it's Friday night. That's right. That's what it is. Let's see if this is Chris. Is it? Somebody. Somebody pulled up. I didn't get anesthesia for my teeth. That I want all the drugs. All right, now these people are coming where? Maybe they're going to the restaurant. You guys going to the restaurant?
What's that?
You going to the restaurant?
No, I'm going to my friend's house.
Have fun.
Thank you.
You. You're sitting out there inviting. He's inviting convos? What does that mean, convos? Oh, conversations, maybe? Yeah, I am. I did it now. A Buddhist who is a Scientologist. Sorry, but they are not the same. I agree 100%. I never met anyone. I mean, I was in Buddhism before I got into psychology, but once I got into psychology, that was it. I was Buddhist. Really, there's this thing called manners and decorum. Are you saying that my manners are bad? Tell me what specifically. As my ex-husband used to say, can you be more Pacific? He used to crack out about people who couldn't say specific. They'd say, "Could you be more Pacific?" I think Tori has a way with people just telling stuff. Yeah, I do. Because I'm interested. It's like if you're interested, people will talk to you. I told you the first time I ever learned that, I was on a bus. And I don't normally take the buses, but I was on a bus and I was sitting next to this guy that looked kind of really grungy, kind of like a homeless guy. He didn't look good. And I said, "Okay, what's your trip, man? What's up? What's your life been like?" And he said, "Me?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't see anybody else sitting on our seat." And I said, "I mean, what have you been doing all your life? You must have been doing something for a while." And he looked at me and he goes, "You won't believe it." I said, "I might not, but I'd love to hear it." And he goes, "Well, I was part of Ringling Brothers Circus." And I said, "You're kidding." And he goes, "No, I'm not." And he just started telling me all the secrets and back stuff of the circus. I mean, it was fascinating. And that's when I really realized, you never know. You never know about people, who, until you ask them, they could have had an amazing life. This guy had an amazing life, really did. I think Tori has a way with people. The roads, he has company. We all do. You just have to, be friendly with people and they'll be friendly with you. Just in the nick of time. Julie B. Witness, she doesn't look impressed, but she's very polite. Who doesn't look impressed? Sophie, what are you saying to Witness? When you say she, who are you talking about? Hey, Holly, I was here. Hi.
Curious. What are you doing here?
I was in Scientology for 30 years.
Nice.
And no.
Oh, really?
Are you a Scientologist?
No.
Okay. Well, don't ever get in it.
Oh.
I'm here basically letting people know it's a giant scam. And
That's what I figured. Yeah.
they
yeah.
owe me $1 million and
Yeah.
they won't talk to me.
Oh,
And so I'm like here telling people don't get into it. And you'd be surprised how many people, in fact, that 4 people just went by and
Yeah.
went down the street and went in. I
Yeah.
said, don't go in. They went in.
I would be curious though,
Yeah.
like just to go in, but I wouldn't do it.
Well, I'll tell you a site that I tell everyone to go to. I ran out of cards, but I
Yeah.
have business cards where I
Yeah.
keep them on them. But it's called www.xenu.net.
Okay.
Xenu. It's pronounced Xenu, but it's with an X.
Okay.
And it's my friend in Norway. He was a computer geek. He just passed away this year.
Yeah.
But someone got sued in Norway from Scientology. And he said, why would a church be suing a Norwegian?
Yeah.
So he was a computer geek. So he started poking around the net
Yeah.
and he found all the Scientology, how wonderful it is and all this. But in between it, he found these really heavy stories. So he, being a computer geek, put it all together in a website.
Huh.
And that's xenu.net. It's called
Huh.
Operation Clambake.
The Scientology, like church, like sued him because it's made up.
No, they didn't sue him. They didn't sue him. They never sued him.
No.
That was kind of one of the amazing things because it's all fact.
Huh.
You know what I mean? It's so factual. It's like you can't sue someone over fact.
Yeah. Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Oh, all right.
And so, but it has a lot of really good information that they won't ever tell you. So I always say, look at their site, look at
Yeah,
xenu.net,
yeah.
and then make up your own mind. You don't have to believe me.
I wouldn't. Yeah. It's craziness. But interesting.
But they're good at what they do, and they're looking for young people.
Yeah. No. Not me.
So you guys would be a perfect fit.
Or
Good.
yeah.
Well, stay together.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night. Julie B, you're just being quiet. All right. And Melissa, hi, everyone. I agree, Sophie Tori was raised well. Aw, thank you. Yep, my mom was kind of big on that. No disrespect, life in a big city though. What is this guy on about, dude? Corey is bored, but knows how to play it off. I make it look super obvious. I'm not bored. No, I'm not bored. Boredom is something I am rarely bored. 49ers for life. You should know that I'm not bored.
Hi, Tori.
Chris, you came! Give me a hug. I can't believe it.
Wild.
I
I
can't.
can't believe you're the
I
only one.
can't believe I got to
Hi.
see you.
Hi, Tori.
Here, you gotta say hi.
Hi. Hi, Chad.
Wait.
Hi.
Tori's wild. Were you about to leave?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
you-
Chris isn't coming. They all kept saying Chris is coming, and I'm like, no, he's not. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm good now that I see you.
Yeah. I
How
was
you-
gonna go to the store get some drink because I'm really thirsty.
I know, me too. Let me give you some money.
No, what do
Go.
you want something? Or you want just a payday?
I want a payday and a water, but I'll give you money.
No, you good.
No.
I'll be right back. I'll take off fast.
Huh?
I'll go real quick. I'm just really thirsty.
All right, here, let me get you this.
Oh, you're good.
No,
So you want
here.
water and the payday, right? All right, cool.
Here.
No. Okay.
But don't get stopped there by Scientology. You come back.
I'll try not to go into
You come back.
back.
If they have carbonated water, get that. If they have that, but 0 calories. Chris came. Fun. I'm not bored. Who said that? No. See, she tried to get the dude to move along, and he's still talking. No, I got him to move along. Oh, I see. I'm way behind. Oh, thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. All right, I gotta move along and see the. Hi, Tori from Manchester, UK. All right, L. Ron Hubbard. Oof, what an awful thing. Why would you name yourself? So sorry, you were all knowing. Not me, but her. It's funny. Glad you know how to get them to move along when they go past the welcome point. Yeah, I mean, it was. I try to give them a little bit more time than I normally would because I feel so bad for older people like that. No one wants to hear their stories or anything. You know what I mean? You just get to a point where, and especially someone like that where he's always telling jokes and stuff like that. So I try to give them a little bit more time. We don't want the battery to die. No, I've got this battery. Somebody gave me this. It's really very helpful. See how much is left of it. Okay. Ooh, only got one thing left. Uh-oh. It's only got one charge thing left. So I'm gonna have to go pretty soon. And more power to you, Tori. Thank you, Doug, from Clearwater. Oh my Zeno, find the battery. I have a battery, but it's already honking out. My allergies are much better finally here in Chicago. Good. LA. Patience, good allergy pill, and feeling positive vibes from all of you. Oh, good. Hi. This is on his way to join you. I know. Thank you, Mary. He came. He's here. You better believe. Thanks for coming out tonight, Tori. I'm glad I caught you. Me too, witness. Friday night in LA, baby. Hello, Miss Tori. He's Scientology protester. I know, here I am, 77 years old, and I'm out here. Is anybody else? No. Well, Chris came next. Thank you. Thank you, L. Ron Hubbard. I can't believe I'm saying that. I gotta get you gotta get a different name. Julie, oh, I don't think they're the same at all, but that's not something I've heard multiple times, but not what I actually been personal. Okay, I don't know what that means. Chris is here. He came. He's already here. I gotta go. Sorry, Tori. I was saying to witness that when that guy was going on to you before, he didn't look impressed. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, once I realized he's the joke guy, I thought he was a different guy because some of them look kind of similar. And I thought he was a different guy. Once I realized he was the joke guy that just goes on and on and on, I was just like, oh, sorry, why did you say hello to this guy? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Andreas Helderland. Yeah. Hello. Bye. Story is owed $1 million plus and it's less than a year. Oh, that's 30 plus 24. Remember. So that's 30, 40, 54. 54 years. That's at least 6 reasons you came out to me. I know what that means, why I do. 6 reasons. Ah, the helicopter. Must compliment George, though he still has a good vocabulary and diction. It's true. I mean, I will say, considering how old he is, he he's good. Hey, where are you coming from? Huh? Where are you coming from? Where? Right. Please. It's his birthday last weekend. Wow. Oh, we have to have a happy birthday thing. He's coming back. He went to the store. Spent his birthday with his family. Well, that's good. I'm a powerhouse. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, turn it on. All right, so I'm going to turn on the battery saver. Let's hope it works. Because I don't think this little battery is, this thing is kind of toasted. It's just got one dot. I don't know if you can see it. Those little dots, it's got one dot that's blinking. Gotta get it. I think I have a big, I think somebody gave me a bigger battery. Is Dodge here? Hi, all of you. Oh my God. It's midnight. Yep, Chris is here. Time for a party time. Spend his birthday with his family. Well, that's good. That's good. Never be thanked, agreed, Tori. Julie B, that's awesome. Tori and Chris That's all I love. They are the best. Thank you. Witness what island? I live Roto. Oh, I see. Cool. They must have deterred that person. Yeah, I just remembered it is Friday night graduation. Yeah, at Ale. Do you think they'll ever go back to Clearwater and protest? No. Not because of Scientology, but because I hate their humidity. I just every time I got out of the airplane, it didn't matter what time of the year. It was like, well, if your phone dies, thanks for letting us. Yeah, you're right. I should say good night to all of you and thank you for hanging in there with me. And thank you. I really appreciate it because it is going to die. No, we'll miss pronunciation. Hey, and we're down to June Taylor. All right, in her heart. Many of the protesters, Sister Maya, have come and gone in the last few months. Tori is still boots on the ground for 24 years. Hi. Yeah, that is a fact. I mean, there's still many people that are still doing stuff online. You know, Nora's doing stuff, Liz is doing stuff. Yeah, there's other people that are doing stuff online. But as far as physically protesting, that's how I met Drew. You know, because Drew was like, "Let's go protest. Let's go protest Scientology." And he got to know a bunch of the security guards. Odo was one of them. We both did. And this was back when he could talk. And we would come talk to him and have a lot of fun with him. He was a fun guy. Somebody sent me a picture of him when he was really young. I mean, not really young, but younger. He said you had a brain fart. Getting chilly out there. I can't believe Chris Kane. Where was he before? He was at an arcade. I heard Sophie. Thank you, Sophie, for helping us. Sorry, witness that should have been Sophie. Regular. Okay, take care, Tori. Have a great weekend. Same for you guys. And if I don't see you, I might, but I might not because I've got to pack and I'm like awful when it comes to travel. I hate traveling. I mean, I like traveling. I don't like packing. I always wish I could just, you know, beam my clothes wherever I'm going. I do. Because, especially for women, I don't know about all of you, but I have, like fake stuff. And there's just endless stuff that you have to bring along with you. I went today and bought some because remember you can't get these creams unless they're little tiny ones. So I bought these little tiny creams at Target. They're perfect. Well, I think they are. We'll see. Anyway, if you don't see me between now, I'll be back on the 23rd. So if you don't see me, I'm going to try to do some stuff. It won't be at midnight. It can't be at midnight because my brother goes to bed at 9. So I'm going to have to try to go to bed at 9. Oh, what a nightmare. But I might do it in the afternoon or something like that. It'll probably be like that. I'll be happy when I get back and I can do my midnight cool. Many of the protesters are totally all right. Okay. Our witness, like, okay. Right. Chipotle. Ooh, that's tasty. Didn't Liz quit? Did she? Liz Gale? Are you sure? I don't think so, but I. Wow, a few of them, Dave. 52 people.
Yeah,
There were 100.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in Orange County, so we just,
Yeah, you guys see it.
It's a Friday night.
yeah.
Did you ever eat at that restaurant?
Oh,
This was
no.
It's really popular all the time, every night. It's filled with people. So they must have good food.
yeah.
Either that or they deal good drugs.
That's it, man. Go find out, yeah. But you guys just came to like see the Scientology? That's what you wanted to show me. Okay.
We should take a picture of it. Go sit on the flower bed. Give me your. No, I do it all the time with people. I do. I do.
Yeah, sure.
Just set it up for the camera, and just so it's real easy for me. Because I can't do it if it's complicated. Chris knows that. Yeah, sit at the flower thing, and then I'll get the sign in with it. No, do it. Come on, it's really funny. You'll see it. It's a great picture. Yeah.
You have a great view. That'll be funny as hell if they come out. She said there's no way. They're probably not you. This is how you treat your people.
Oh wait, I gotta get rid of this.
Look like
All right, ready?
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. All right, now come stand up closer because you're too far away. Come closer to me. Come closer here. Now I'll tell you when.
pose, guys, pose.
Yeah, a little closer.
Come on.
Closer. Come on. We won't find you. All right, there you go. Good. Okay, perfect. Wait, one more. Do one more. That was cute. 1, 2, 3.
Take a picture with Tori too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Check and see if they're blurry or not. Are they okay? Isn't it?
That's good. I like it.
If you can, in your paper, put the picture of you two and put Xenu.net on.
Xenu.net, okay.
Put on Instagram, put I love Scientology.
Probably put a restraining order on us.
Yeah, right. But it's a good photograph, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
I do it all the time. I take pictures. I send them a photo op. And these guys from Canada said they're going to do it. They're going to go home and put the picture in with Xenu.net next to it.
It used to be a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Leonardo DiCaprio was born.
Scientology bought it.
Oh,
Scientology.
I know. I saw like Marilyn Monroe staying here.
Really? The real one?
Right?
Real?
In the picture.
Fake?
The real one. No, the
Right,
fake
they don't
one.
have Scientology. Appendix removed.
Huh?
They're saying she had her appendix removed here.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
icky. I gotta see.
You know what's there?
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Hi.
Hi.
Are you recording the?
I was in it for 30 years. I escaped out, so I'm here telling people to go to that.
escape.
How did I?
Yeah.
Swimming.
Some friends helped me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you escaped.
Yeah.
Were they like trying to keep you and hold you as you were trying to
The
escape?
vice president was at LAX coming to get me, and they kind of chased me across the country,
Have a
and
good
other people filmed it. So
That's crazy.
anyway, my husband met me in Chicago, who's now still in it. He won't leave, and he won't talk to me.
That's crazy. So is it like a cult?
It's totally a cult.
Not like a satanic cult.
No, it's just a money making cult. That's all. It's all money. It's all. Hubbard said, if you want to make money, start a religion,
Yeah.
and that's it. It's all. It's like a
Tax-free.
triangle. I was up here, but you have to pay every single, everything. And I used to stand out in front. Their testing center on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes.
I used to stand there and say, "There's nothing free in Scientology." and people would go in, they'd come out with a book, and I say, "Didn't I tell you there's nothing free?" And they'd go back in and get their money back. You know.
So what are you just recording just in case somebody comes out or?
No, I'm just talking to people, telling them don't get in it.
Okay. No, I'll never.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you though. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Take care. Have a good night.
Have a good weekend.
See you.
Great.
Hello. People are really nice. I've met some really nice people.
It better be.
Because Chris is here. I'm so glad you came because they kept saying you were coming, and I'm like, Chris isn't coming.
They thought it was trolls. You're not even vertical today, Tori. Most of the time you're vertical.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm horizontal.
That's the tip. I'm horizontal.
You're,
I'm horizontal most of the time.
you too, but somebody told me we should go vertical.
I did.
Why?
Because you get like recommended, so, like, but you probably get more trolls.
What do you get?
Like recommended, like people that are scrolling.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I
I like
you get all the trolls and shit.
Yeah, but who cares?
I do. I don't like trolls.
You don't like trolls?
No.
Probably a better thing not to say it.
Huh?
Probably a better thing not to say it because then they all come.
I love trolls.
I love trolls.
Well, you have to put it on silent.
Oh,
You.
what my phone?
Yeah, put your phone.
Is yours on?
So stupid.
It
Do
is
you
what
ever
it
see? Do you ever see Chris without a Hellcat?
I haven't seen this before.
Me neither.
They said me neither. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have any reason to see me. Yeah, he knew
He
you.
probably misses me a lot.
He doesn't. That's just it.
I don't know.
So loud, seeing me.
Yeah.
He probably misses Jessica. Thank you, Julie. I am back. Thanks to Chris. Chris had a.
Right.
Chris
Is
had
your
a.
phone still charging?
Yeah.
It is.
Can you see it is?
Well, yeah, because the thing is on. The charger is on.
Chris without a Hellcat got scared. Somebody said. Scientology is a cult. Yeah, yeah.
Freaking people. the
Pardon me?
chat has no transparency.
What is it?
The chat has no transparency. They just be saying whatever comes to their head. They type it out. We thought of
Well, I still say the two signs that can be seen from the moon
the
are
two signs.
signs are IKEA and Church of Scientology.
Why?
Look at it.
It's too small. Though. I mean, it depends what part of space when you say. It's not only the Great Wall of China. So it's something like that. I don't know. I don't
But
know.
I'm talking about signs.
I never been to space.
Well, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
They're making it cheaper. Hopefully.
Oh God.
You
I
know they
saw a
have
really-
black card service too. Do you know that?
What is
Like
it?
limo.
What is it?
With Scientology, they have black card service.
They do?
Yeah, it's always the same Ford Expedition, and it always drops and picks different people up. I thought it was pretty wild, but yeah, they do.
That makes sense though. For
Yeah,
probably the
it's a bit-
celebrities and stuff.
Yeah, and just people with like money.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
guess they know that people get picked up and dropped off. So they do that. I wonder if the driver is just here, which I kind of doubt.
No.
I kind of
No. They're like my
they're
friends.
so free.
I have some friends that drive limos like that. And they're just like one of them knew about this restaurant because
Yeah.
I said, what you're just going by
Yeah. That's so fast.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we have to wish you a happy birthday. How
Oh,
old,
me?
how old are you?
I'm 26. But today's not my birthday.
God, you're a baby.
Today's not my birthday.
20.
The billion time.
I got married the next year after you.
The next year after me,
Yeah, 27. I got married.
we're dogs today.
Hi. Ooh, pretty dog. Beautiful. That one looks like Lara's,
Like wolf.
Foxy. Doesn't it?
Like foxy? Yeah, the one in the back here.
Yeah. This one guy came by, Christian, and he had these two little cute dogs. And one little cute dog.
Huh?
And he was kind of an older guy. He was walking the dog. And the one is this little crunch stuffy, this kind of weird looking dog.
Weird looking dogs.
And the dog came over and started hovering by my ankles.
Oh,
And then the guy couldn't get him away from me. They both were right there. So I put him on the camera and everything. And they were like, no, we're not leaving. And the guy finally had to drag him off. But the sad part was he has to get rid of one of them. He can only keep one. So I started asking people as they went by, do you want a dog?
Mm.
You know, because I was trying to see if somebody would take one of them.
Most people will say no. Do you want?
Unfortunately, one time my son and I were having coffee in Pasadena.
Mhm.
Have you ever been to Pasadena?
I just came from there.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
What were you doing there?
I was stuck in the middle of a race.
A race?
Oh, yeah.
What kind?
Actually, fast.
What kind of race was Chris in? I don't know if they'll know.
It'll probably take like 20, 30 seconds.
Hi, Sophie.
Yeah.
But let me know if you know what race Chris was in.
Stuck in the middle of the race.
Hi, Linda Lou. Thank you so much for your perseverance, dedication, and knowledge you share to shut down that cult. You are welcome. Thank you for coming. Seedlings. You were in a race car race?
It's just like a.
Thank you, Julie.
It's just like a simulator.
Oh, like,
Racing.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty realistic. Yeah, I paid like $70 for 1 hour.
Wow.
Damn near a real car rental. Right
And
there.
did you win?
Kind of, yeah.
Cool.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
It was fun. Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Well, we were sitting there just having coffee. You know how they have coffee out on the street, on the sidewalk kind of thing, like little.
The Sea Org? Or the hotel?
No, this is just regular restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh,
my
yeah.
son and I.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're
yeah.
having coffee. And all of a sudden this guy comes around the corner and he's got 5 dogs on leashes. 5. That's a
Right.
lot of dogs.
Yeah.
And he's an older guy and he comes around the corner. It's like, good Lord, man. He comes up to us and we're petting the dogs. And I said, what's the deal? Are these all your dogs? And he goes, no. He goes, every day these dogs, there's so many dogs that are going to be put down.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm retired. So
Yeah.
that's what I do for my retirement. Is I go and get the dogs that are going to be put down.
Yeah.
And I just walk them until people take them. And he said, I just walk around and I go, this is their last day. You know, you have to take them.
And it makes you feel so sad that and like you gotta kind of take it, or else they're gonna put them down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a wild guy right there.
Isn't that cool though?
Yeah, it's
What a great.
kind of touching. Yeah, you probably go viral.
I,
He should probably make internet videos about it.
yeah, now he should. Yeah. This was many, many years ago.
Yeah.
This was back when I was in the cult.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. He came in 3rd in the race. You
Third?
lie.
No, I did not. I came second.
Okay, Julie, he
Had
came
3
in
people.
2nd.
But I increased I got a better score, like time lapse. So that's always good. I cut 5 seconds off 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's
Wow.
That's
How often do they do these races?
Nah, it's just like a game. So
You can do it.
it's like
It's at the arcade. That's why they were saying you were
it's
at
not
the
an arcade. It's not an arcade.
It's not an arcade. Well, what is it?
It's just like racing, but like with a simulator
But I mean, where is it?
in Pasadena.
But where in Pasadena?
It's by Colorado I think, Street, which I know Colorado is very big, but once you hop on that second freeway, you get out. I don't know. I don't know exactly. It's like at the
It's
end.
in a building.
It's a small building. Yes, it's a business, a small business. You know, you gotta support small business.
And is it just you or a bunch of people?
Well, it could be either or, but yeah, today was just me because I'm just trying it out. Not like
$70. That's
yeah, $70, but you know,
you
There's-
could buy one of those things, couldn't you?
that's like probably 5,000 each.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like it feels better than a real car sometimes.
I bet. Okay, so she wants to know what race. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
Yo
something
Yo's Friday fun. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
No, I can.
Now I lost them. Oh, there they are. I'm trying to like some of these people I can hit the oh, there you go. I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Yo Yo.
I laughed the freaking.
You what?
I laughed. I mean, overtook by a lap. The last one.
You mean with
With the
if
game.
you race?
Yeah, so people are fighting over.
Oh.
For
Did you already drink all your stuff?
oh yeah, I was
You
super
were
thirsty.
thirsty.
Yeah, I was racing. I could drink like 3 more. So funny thing.
It's so good to see you. I've missed you. I have.
I saw you came one time, but it was probably like last weekend.
I came that time with Mitch.
Yeah, like Tuesday or something.
I think it was Thursday.
Like, it wasn't around.
Yeah. I
No way.
well, I don't agree with them. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
keep that.
he was saying David Miscavige is worshipped, and I was like,
I mean, everybody thinks about Scientology different.
I
I
know.
would think, but we all could agree that it's a cool.
And he was up at gold.
Their real
So,
lives. So.
so they may that may be happening up there. But even then, I say this is what I say because I've talked to a lot of people who did work there and left, and it's like they'll pretend they do, but they don't really. They don't. They it's based on fear. They don't want to get beat up, so they worship it.
So you don't think David Miscavige beats the staff?
I asked Jeff Hawk, who's like 60 tall or 5'9", and I said, "Look, Miscavige is a little shrimp. I can't imagine him beating you
Yeah, but
up."
he's the leader of a cult, though.
Well, listen to what he said. He
Like a
said,
big shrimp?
first of all, you have to remember we're in a cult,
Yeah.
so you can't beat up the cult leader.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
He said, secondly, he is a shrimp, so he doesn't beat anybody up. He comes over and bitch slaps you, and then he had people like Marty and
Yeah,
other
like-
guys,
Yeah, like security,
guys.
make sure you don't hit him back.
yeah, to beat him back.
Yeah, so he did that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's not gonna do it just alone, right? You need some backup. Ah,
You want to go?
it's past my bedtime.
I know. I know.
I'm hungry.
All right, we'll go.
Just help you.
All right,
set
so
up.
let me say goodbye to these guys now officially. Thank you for coming back. It's so sweet how Chris always comes out to support Tori. He's a,
Especially when she's alone.
he's a wonderful guy. I know he's the only guy that did. That's true, Tori. I think many people would say that they worship him, but they just don't. They don't want. They don't want to get beat up.
They don't want to get beat up.
Okay, it's getting late, so everybody, I'm going to say goodnight. Peace out. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't talk to you until
Drop a super chat for Tori.
Santa Fe,
You're going to Santa Fe?
yeah,
Wait, Santa Fe's not that far, right? Is it?
I'm flying. It's an hour flight. Um, it's New Mexico.
Damn, that is.
Yeah, so it's a couple of states. I was going to take a train, and then my friend said, and
It's an
Lovell
hour
said,
flight. That's it.
it's an hour flight. Well, maybe two, but anyway, it's not long. It was like going to be a 13-hour or all night long
Yeah.
train ride. Okay, so anyway, if I don't see you this before I leave, I'll try to do it in Santa Fe, and at the worst, you'll see me at the end. But when I get back, which will be the 23rd. But I'll try to do it while I'm there. Oh, thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Super chat.
There you
Greeting.
go. Super chat.
Yeah.
All right. So love you guys. Have a good take care of yourselves and each other.
And don't join Scientology.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, you're getting rich.
Wow.
Good.
Thank you.
That's good, chat.
Woo.
Show the
Thank
love while she here, you know? She's here. Might as well, right? That's good.
All right, you guys, thank you. Let's celebrate their fifth super on a live stream.
Fifth super?
Fifth super.
Fifth super chat or what?
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm a
Somebody
baby.
else?
I'm a baby. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the super chat. I'll talk to you soon. All right, cheers. Right.
That was Midnight with Magoo.